this.
Oh, nice.
So as you approach the collapsed bridge, and look on, Simon's just like, "Oh yes, we're finally close by."
Simon,
we just made me hungry for Burger King.
would this be... Correct me if I'm wrong, but would this be that city in the legends? London?
Oh yes, yes. Some people think it's myth, but obviously these, as you can see, are the ruins of London.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
I know it must be as exciting as discovering Atlantis, but yes, it's quite the sight.
Really? I've been to London a few times and it's pretty meh.
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm incredibly excited. Yep, I'm ecstatic. I love this.
20.
You rolled a 20 for excitement.
I didn't know how I felt about
He
this, so I
literally
had
shat
I
himself
just wanted to
with
read it
excitement.
to see if I was excited.
Okay.
And yes, I'm very excited.
I'm meh.
So
So's Dale. Me and him were like,
what?
I'm excited, not even
What's
there.
going on? Sorry.
Where are all these 20s coming from, and why are they not here more often?
shit.
We just rolled 320 for excitement, Brad.
But yeah, the air feels
Nice.
really like dense. Like as you've gotten closer from where all the vegetation's been growing, the air feels really heavy and thick with oxygen.
I take a nice deep breath.
This is like the freshest air you've ever smelt. Like everywhere else kind of always has this lingering sort of
Does anyone have a glass jar? I want to take
So
some back.
fresh. Even Brad wishes he was there.
yeah, everywhere else kind of has this like absence of like pure air, like when you breathe. Even
I
when
think this is
like
fake.
Hmm?
I think this is fake. It's only a.
It's a scale model.
This is a toy. Hey, we can jump that gap.
What, you could jump 15 foot?
You're gonna have to toss me.
What are you talking about? You're the biggest fucker there is.
We're gonna toss Jervis.
Oh,
If only you had someone smaller you could throw.
Let's go back and get Ashley and throw him over the bridge.
so. Yeah, what do
Yeah,
you guys?
guys,
What do you guys do then?
I suggest that the remaining 5 of the peasants line up single file and in front of us, and we all start walking across this bridge.
Well, as you can see, the bridge is collapsed. There isn't
Yeah, but
really a...
you know, we're seeing how far we get.
Okay.
I reckon we came in carts, didn't we?
Yeah.
We could float them across the river.
I think you're mental. This just might work.
So what are you suggesting this to Simon?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
suggesting this to Simon. I'm going over James's head.
Hey, I'm not in charge.
Simon
I
says
hired
that's-
the plebs. They're my responsibility. The mission might be like Simon and yours.
Oh, you're just source control essentially.
Yeah, I'm in charge of the people I hired. I'm doing a great job. I've got 5 left.
Simon, is there any way to get across? How have you got across in previous excursions?
Oh well, as you see, there's a shallower area over by the right over there. Before we normally cross, we make sure to have everybody pull up their trousers, as it were.
Is it deep enough for horses to traverse?
Oh yes, or else we wouldn't
shallow
be
enough.
able to cross.
Okay, cool. That's like we don't need to float the wagon. Ah,
But yeah, you walk across like the water.
can I
And-
swim? Can I just swim along the deep bit?
Sure. Yeah. Let me.
Oh no!
You just said you're gonna swim in the deep end.
Let me have a look.
I haven't seen water in a very long time. Leave me alone.
Yep, looks like water.
Okay, so you start
Oh, no.
swimming
Roll the
in
one.
start swimming in the deep end, and you start to feel things through the water as they start to
Oh, this is like Star Wars all over
swim closer and closer.
I start frantically swimming towards the shallows.
At this point, it almost feels like it's too late
What the-
as it gets you by your leg.
You skip leg day. That's what you get.
I skipped leg day.
Can I ask everyone
can
to
I
get out of the
turn-
water and then electrify the water?
Oh, I kept myself muted this time. That's why no one heard that I was trying to check the water for creatures.
You should have helped earlier, Dan.
I did technically. I rolled way before. I was like, no one's
I was
listening.
wondering why you rolled but didn't say anything. It's just like,
Can I
Yeah.
try and turn on my lights, light sword,
Unfortunately.
while pointing downwards?
I was...
What was
See
that?
if it might get away. Like turn on my light sword.
Oh
Like,
yeah, okay. So you turn
And,
it
like-
on, and you begin to feel this warm rush of water as it bubbles in front of you, going. Kind of like when you have a blowtorch underwater.
I want to swing somewhat controlled around my legs.
Roll an attack.
oh shit.
Roll an attack, okay.
It's not going to worry about leg day in a minute when he chops his legs off.
Oh, don't jinx me!
Roll a one. Ah. You're no fun, JJ.
No, I want my legs.
Uh,
I don't want your legs.
so you swing it wildly under the water, and you just happen to catch what feels like its face, and it instantly lets go and starts to like swim away.
Right, I swim to the shallowest part now and just start walking.
Yeah, it wasn't even that far away. You start to climb through the like wet and muddy sand again, and it like starts to squelch underneath your foot.
Like there, watch out, there's fly in the water. I fucking know it!
Or you just do the whole rats and guns
I
see
was
two
muted
trailer. Just
Yeah.
watch out while we try.
Yeah.
I just follow,
drat.
just join everyone behind at the back of the queue.
Like, before you
Yeah.
go in the water, watch out, there's something in there. Cheers, Dale. Fuck's sake.
I legit was saying all this well before. So...
I'd also like to consume a health potion.
Yeah, you give it like a gulp, and you start to feel better. Roll the dice for it.
What dice?
I think didn't the health potion say a flat number? Because that's when I bought them from the store.
It said.
I thought we just noted common health potion.
It is a common health potion.
Oh, you didn't even tell them the dice roll for it.
No, he just gave us.
Because I didn't know the dice roll to it.
Yeah, I told you. It should have been like a 2D something, and you said, "Oh yeah, cheers. That's gonna be really handy."
Yeah, James, you as GM. Oh wait, no.
I thought
There
it
we go.
was like
You regain
10
2d4
Max.
plus 2 hit points.
2d4 plus 2, okay.
Okay, I'll write that down too.
Oh,
I
wait.
will drink only the minimum.
Wait 1 second. That might be wrong. Where's the fucking
And in my
person?
luck, I'd roll 2 dice and get both ones.
Items?
It's not my day today. I've been.
Wait, what?
What?
You should have done. I'm sorry. I'm just dumbfounded by how rubbish that roll was.
So let's see. I've sprained my ankle. I'm on 3 health. I've been
On
attacked
3
by
health?
something underneath the water. Yeah, underneath the water.
God, that creature could have murdered you.
It's good enough.
Why did you go swimming on 3 health?
I like water. I like swimming. Okay.
What the fuck? 1-1 plus 2.
Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
That's what.
I don't think that's the right roll yet. We need to find out from Max.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the fucking website, and oh well, that account's been suspended, so that's good.
I feel like he shouldn't gain any more than 4 health.
I think it because it was a common as opposed to just a lesser. I think it was a 2d6.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second.
They weren't ridiculously cheap, these potions.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
a 2d6, no pluses.
I think it was plus 2.
It is
That's
now
better.
written
I like this one.
13 health back.
Roll twice a disadvantage because he's in the water.
No, not one.
I said sorry.
Oh,
I'll happily take the disadvantage one.
Why
Because
is
it means I'm still back up to full.
No, why you don't do disadvantage for drinking?
I know, it's just a little
Oh
fun.
well, both of them brought him back to full, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't confuse me.
But
I'm only
nah.
little. Shit. Just check my history. So yeah, what do you guys do then? Like everybody kind of like turns around, and didn't realize you were gone until it was too late.
That's fine. I don't want to draw any tension. I'm just like soaking wet and whatnot.
Ooh. Kinky. Kinky.
Benetton? Are you okay?
Oh, it is healing.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Front end.
I've decided to jump in the carriage and not cross the.
I'm going to say in the water then. I decided to jump back in the water.
I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Get back here, you piece of
I
shit.
emerged victorious, carrying it above my head.
JJ, I'm glad I gave you that potion.
I'm glad you did too.
If only you didn't steal my fucking money that I don't know you
I
did.
never stole any money from you.
I don't know you did it. As
Yeah,
far as
it's
I'm
not
concerned,
anything.
that's still on my hit list.
Oh no,
it
it
could
was...
well,
Okay, so it was a 2d4
it could well be
plus
the
2.
boy with short black
A
hair
2d4
with 3
plus
scars
2,
on his
okay, I
cheek,
restore
wearing a
4
shirt
health.
rag boy
Yeah.
that stole my 3 gold.
Okay, so then I'm on 7 out of 9 health then.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm slightly more alive.
Okay, so yeah, they all start trudging along into the the wooded area next to where the where they said there was the shallow water sort of thing, and start to make their way closer into the city. Once again, the air starts to feel really dense and like you can almost feel like an electricity in the air.
Oh yes.
Or-
Dragon powers doubled. Yay!
1 second, I'm just looking. And you end up at a part that looks... Oh, fuck. Come on. Why is it not... Okay, so it was... Sorry. For some reason it wasn't doing it properly. You end up at a place that looks kind of like that.
Oh.
So yeah, you've kind of made your way into the inner part of the city.
That's a car. That's an actual car. These people were advanced.
So yeah,
I mean, what is that? I don't know what this is.
It looks like some type of carriage.
A horseless carriage.
yeah. So Simon says something along the same sort of lines of like, "Look at these marvelous machines, carriages without horses. It's astounding that they even had things that were this
AKA a
advanced."
car.
This is like my double-decker carriage idea that I invented one time when I was 10.
Shut up, Jovis.
And all these buildings, they hold all sorts of secrets. I mean, over there, that's where we found one of those small devices that that you can hold in your hand and glow, almost like a torch, but with no flame.
That doesn't burn you.
I would like to cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Max, that roll was because at some point the library's going to close, and because it takes half an hour for the no, 24 hours for the thing to do. I hide in the library.
Okay. So that's your stealth roll, is it?
Ah,
Yes.
super nerd.
I don't know when Van wants to join. He doesn't even know where you guys have gone.
I didn't even know that you were going anywhere.
Nobody tells him nothing.
Nobody tells me
Nobody
no.
tells me nothing.
He's just come back meanwhile. He just started a nice little family with his librarian.
Over a day. But yeah, like the picture suggests, it starts to get like closer to night. Like the sun starts to set behind the buildings, and yeah, you're just kind of astounded by the fact that there's buildings of this sort of architecture that looks seamless as opposed to kind of the brickwork that takes to go into the buildings that you have. What
Of
do you
course,
guys
this would be like us standing upon like a really like advanced technology of building, and so we're just like, oh my god,
Hmm.
ah.
So what do you guys do then? Obviously, like Simon himself suggests, we should try and find somewhere to stay for the night. These buildings.
Hammy beat me to it.
Yes, yeah, I was going to say that, but could I? What could I roll because of my stone? What was it? Just stone cunning, my history of
Oh
rocks
yeah,
and
your
stuff.
stone cutting.
Identify
So yeah.
anything specific and nice about the buildings around.
That's
Big place to
your what was it? You get a thing for when you're trying to do history checks on stonework, isn't it? Or
History skill and double proficiency bonus to check instead of normal proficiency bonus.
whenever you make an intelligence history check to relate to the origins of stonework, you are considered proficient in history skills and add double your proficiency bonus to check instead
So
of
what,
your
that's-
normal. So your
Oh, so
proficiency bonus is 2,
two.
so it'd be 4. So you'd add
Oh,
4
1d20.
to your yeah.
Fair enough. That seems legit. Where nice to stay.
Yeah, you run your hand across the stone, and it is so smooth and so finely made that, yeah, you know that it's centuries old, and you've only ever seen this sort of stonework from like museums where they have like parts of rubble from these sort of buildings and things.
Go for gas.
Yes.
This place is so interesting.
Hmm.
It's like futuristic, but like they had it in the past. It's like, but it's all decrepit now. It's so interesting. I love it.
So yeah, he like points. Simon points to like one of the buildings, and it's just like, see, these buildings tend to have bedrooms, rooms that we could stay in overnight. We tend to house ourselves there and border up the doors because creatures around here are rather dangerous.
Do
It's just
they all
like Hunger
identify
Games.
a place to go, or does that still need to be done?
Well, he was doing like stonework, weren't you?
Yeah, that's in like what building might be nicer, so what may be a nicer place to go.
From that, you know that like from like noticing one of the buildings, its structural integrity from its like.
Okay, then ignore that. That was a perception check to see if I noticed any place. But
No,
if
yeah,
Dale's done
that
it, then...
that works in tandem with
Yeah.
it. So where he
Okay.
chooses a building that looks structurally sound, you find a room that is secure
Alright.
and safe.
Well, you're a soldier, so you know that it would also be a good defendable position, maybe.
Mhm.
So yeah,
This way we can see from all angles.
so yeah, you find yourself in like a essentially, for us it would have been like an old sort of I guess like hotel slash like right next to a building that has like
Bed and
apartment-
breakfast.
Wait, what is that one at the very end? I can't even read the name of that building.
By very end, what do you mean?
That one.
Oh, hold it.
I love the fact that Rory even knew what I was talking about before everybody else.
Harrods.
Oh, Harrods. Yeah. So you find
Harrods.
that's probably the best place to stay.
I'm staying in Harrods, lads.
Shit.
What?
I couldn't write any because I ran out of space on my screen.
Yeah.
Home. So yeah, you go into this building that just has the name Harrods written on it, and
I bet you find out the word home written on it.
home base. Yeah. And yeah, inside it's
Make a
like a
house out of it.
really large building that has like elaborate sort of what's it called, like room systems, and you find these metal stairs that like are weirdly sort of grated, and when you walk up to them, like they have like rubber belts on the side.
This is weird.
And you make your way upstairs, and you find that there's actually a space in the upper surface that has like bedrooms.
Okay.
But they're weirdly placed beds, just all strewn about like the area. But you feel like this is probably the best place to stay.
could I collect firewood?
Sure. Do a survival check for me. Yeah, yeah. From where the city's been reclaimed by the nature, you find lots of like little wood, like bushes and things, and you just pick them up and like take off all the leaves and start to break them into pieces that you can burn.
It was the best chance of actually making a fire out of it.
Well, James last time he tried to make a fire
He made a really good fire.
But
on himself.
You won't burn the building down. I know Ashley's got quite a good survival, but
But I'm not there.
yeah.
Got +2.
I've got +2.
I got 0.
so everybody is better than Dale.
Do you want to do an
Yeah.
advantage?
Oh, minus
when we,
one. I pass my wood giggity to Alden.
So yeah, you make
or
a
you want
fire,
to give me advantage?
and
Oh yeah, between both of you.
as the time
How many
kind of
people does it take to start a fire?
as the time passes by, you notice once again that the light is completely gone this time, and the sound of heavy, really heavy rain, and almost like golf ball sized hail starts to like berate the land. Like you hear it crash against the buildings and even hit some of the windows and shatter some of the glass.
Since I think this might be bad for morale, I want to summon my guitar again and just start playing to try and calm down the spirits.
Okay, what you're summoning a guitar because you think that it's going to break the morale?
No, because it will help keep it up from.
Because
hearing...
remember what happened the last time you started.
It will
playing?
be good. You do it then.
Can I sharpen my great axe?
Can I sharpen the guitar?
Sure.
Stab it into one of their eyes.
I've just been slowly trying to build up this image and my just sat by the fire. Just...
Yeah, here you go. Look.
It's gonna be like that scene from
Roll the Professor.
the Engineer.
The best performance of my life. See? I will keep up the morale.
Yeah. You play this like jaunty tune, and
I'm
yeah.
having the time of my life.
And it echoes through like the hallways of the building, and yeah, it kind of
Hello.
adds this kind of
Like acoustic. or
yeah,
whatnot.
acoustic effect to it.
Yeah, bitches, what are you doing? Yeah. No, Dale, no. No, Drew.
What are you doing?
He's sharpening his axe.
Wait, did he roll for it?
Oh, I forgot that. I was just passive aggressively threatening
Oh.
JJ free chat whilst you were
Wait,
building this.
Roy, did you roll your performance?
Yeah.
Oh, this is when he dances and he just breaks down and does the like fucking the
Toby
worm
playing
and
Footloose.
Everyone's just like,
Whether I actually imprint my-
He dances so fast that he sets fire to their house.
No!
he's not
That'd be a one.
Sanji. Jeez.
Why did you say that as I'm playing the One Piece game on my iPad while we're doing this?
God damn it. No one ever does anything
Can I
anymore.
improve my weapon?
Hmm? What?
Can I roll to see if I sharpen my weapon?
You just do it. Like, because it doesn't actually add anything to it.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So it's
If you want
just
to
more
be-
for RP effect sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do for the night? The archaeologists start going through the
Discord.
wood.
Max.
Matter.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
I nom my fruit ration.
So yeah, the researchers, the archaeologists, kind of search around the building for any sort of artifacts they could potentially find. James, do you want to do the thing that you wanted to do, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, yeah. Have you left, or are you doing it in? Okay.
One moment. Benetton, could you assist me for a moment?
Sure. I just placed down my musical instrument that's still playing. Just
Roll constitution.
Meanwhile, that's good dancing, Alden. Where did you learn that?
And he doesn't reply.
What's this film?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was called Step of the Ups.
Yeah. It had Kevin of Bacon in it.
Oh wait, loose foot. Yeah.
Loose foot.
Loose foot. Loose foot.
Please. Please.
I love you. Yeah, go back to the fair play.
But yeah, is there anything that anybody else wants to like kind of do as they wait for the rain to stop?
I keep my umbrella at hand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Um,
I took that umbrella at the beginning of this campaign because I knew some acid rain shit's gonna happen.
but
Should I roll to
what?
see how that goes?
1 second, because I don't know what you're talking about at this point in time. Oh fuck's sake! Stop.
I look longingly into the fire after finishing sharpening the axe, and I remember the friends that we've lost. Blinky,
Oh,
the
Blinky.
bagpipes. They were
Bag-
so young. I searched my supplies for drinks and realised I've only bought.
um. What would that be? I need to look at like the types of stats that you can roll.
Okay.
Alden, do you have a small knife?
No.
Were you gonna do the whole what's it called?
Can I search for Benetton to borrow a dagger? For I want to whittle a small Blinky. Remember he ran the fire.
You can do if he's available.
Cool. Roll. Wait, would it be perception or investigation for it
For what?
disappeared? For Benetton
To do what?
to just search for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's up to him. This is what you would RP with each other, as opposed to trying to RP. Yeah, because obviously, if he's
Well, yeah, I know you guys have just wandered off, but I don't know where to.
oh yeah, you can just look around, and when he says that he's free, then yeah, you can start talking to him.
All right, I start wandering the house looking for Benetton. Then. Or I mean, I could try using my great axe, but that's going to be a pain in the ass.
So yeah, you search around the building, and it is really big for like something that you've like only seen in like mythical books sort of thing. Like
Sorts of
these. God. And when you start to look around, you see there's like toys of some sort that look really bizarre in design.
Knowing you, it's probably
So,
questionable.
like a transformer and like a Beyblade.
Yeah, essentially you see like what to us would what?
Scratch that bee.
Well, from like just as times past, the casings have like lost color and like description from like where the words would be. It's all faded. But yeah, they look of like weird design. There's like boxes that have other weird metal boxes inside that have like you know,
Other
small
boxes.
indentations where you'd look like you would put something inside it.
Giggity.
It's an Xbox and a PlayStation. There you go.
Ah,
No, I was just gonna say.
What's that roll for, James?
Don't worry about it.
I take back the boxes of X's.
Was that your roll, by the way, JJ, above there?
Yeah.
Max, was that high?
Let me have a look.
I guess if everyone
inside.
rolls perception, because they need to know if
Well, it definitely won't be quiet, that's for sure.
I'm just.
Uh,
I tried to be distracting.
Your distraction is shit.
where you try and embed your like blade into it, you can't seem to slice off any sort of piece. It doesn't even get anywhere inside, like as you try and jab into it.
The fuck are you doing?
Where are we hearing
What
this?
if I assist him?
If you try.
Okay.
Wait, what was your one for?
I was trying to distract the team so they wouldn't hear what's going
Yeah,
on.
you don't distract them from hearing this massive ding, ding.
Yeah.
James, don't distract. Come help me.
Wait,
Um,
so we hear this noise, yeah?
Yeah, it's a massive clanging of like
You hear
metal on
nothing?
metal.
We heard everything.
While I drop my Exobox and go running to the source of the noise.
Yeah,
Quick, James, help!
With my
I give
great
them
axe drawn.
assistance to get one more try before they appear.
Okay, one more try.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah!
Okay.
Please, God Almighty Lord.
Sorry, I'm doing a lot of background stuff while you guys try and do this. Yeah, okay. So,
whilst these guys are not listening.
And then what would I have to roll to try and hide this?
Yeah, it's too late. You
I
have to
guess
roll a
it would be
perception.
deception.
Okay, my deception's shit, so this could go one of two ways.
Do I get into the room where they are?
Yeah, you walk in. This is all based on the fact that James rolled poorly for deception.
Perception check.
Yeah,
Mine
it's still
popped, isn't
enough
it?
to beat his deception.
Oh.
Where James kind of like waves his arms backwards and forwards to like try and stop you from seeing what JJ's doing. You see JJ walk up to this like piece of like broken, I guess like girder that used to be supporting the building, and because it's already been broken so much, he just pulls it off and breaks it and holds it in his hand, and he's like holding it almost like just above the floor because it's so heavy.
What's going on here, lads?
Nothing.
What was that almighty crash?
Getting metal?
This isn't Minecraft or Ark.
So yeah, other than that, what do you guys do then?
I stand
Read a book.
looking very, very concerned at both of them. My great axe still in one hand.
So yeah, as he's
JJ, roll illusion! Do an illusion! Do something!
What are you guys messing around with this giant metal for?
Run out of the room as fast as I can and do the thing I just sent.
Wait, did you send me something?
Yes.
I didn't get any
It's
messages.
something I would react to.
Oh, here we go. Now, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm not. No, that's not how it works.
No?
No.
Ah.
See, you can.
I'm on
So
edge.
it's quite
guys.
heavy.
That would be a different spell that actually lets you do that.
Ah.
I guess.
JJ and James are being cheeky cunts.
Sounds
Can I
like it.
investigate what they're doing.
You can. You'd obviously get their response, not mine.
Right, guys.
How do I counter
I
it?
want a better explanation.
Well, for 6.
Nope. Obviously not. You're not going to give me any more.
How do I
whatever
counter
do
that?
that way.
What are
You have to
doing
make up
here?
something to counter it, James.
Max.
So yeah, roll your deception to like try and counter that.
Would it be with advantage because the
Yes.
JJ's helping me?
Max, can I do the thing I just sent instead?
Okay, 1 second.
Both roll a 1.
You guys are acting awfully suspicious.
Okay. 'Cause I'm doing like a million things at once.
That's fine.
So yeah, you beat his like you. 1 second.
Interrogation into more.
So I say,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
but wouldn't you rather sit down by the fire with the others?
I don't.
Because obviously there's nothing going on here.
So yeah, to
Well, I
you,
was originally looking for a dagger so I could carve something into wood.
yeah, where you thought you saw JJ, like it must have just been a trick of. Oh wait, no. JJ, roll it for me, please.
Okay. Give me a second. La la la.
Yes.
Yes.
So where you thought you saw JJ, it just turns out to be a trick of your eye, and it's just like a very skin-colored like crate.
What
Wait,
the
but
fuck is
I
going on?
originally
Just
and then not.
Because obviously, where James was swinging his arms around, you must have just like caught like what looked like his arm to be in the shape of JJ, but it's actually just a
In
crate.
that case, I walk over to Jorvis and put my arm around him and walk back to the group and say, "Come on, let's get back to the group."
Fair enough, yeah. I follow him in.
Okay.
And
Discussing.
I give you one of the spikes from my chain thing, so you can carve with that.
Yay! You know, I found a box of X up this on the different floor while looking for you. So I'm just making conversation.
Wait, you're making conversation was I found a box of eggs.
Yeah, well, I found some strange artifact thing.
A
Basically.
box of eggs is not a strange artifact thing.
Wait,
Dale.
did we just
It's
pull
not
that
an
off?
Xbox.
A box of X.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said eggs.
No.
Yes. So okay, yeah, that happened.
That just reminds me of the two Ronnie sketch. See a Dale.
My blackberry's frozen.
Dale.
Yes. Yeah.
As you go back to like the room where everybody else is huddled around the fire, you look over to one of the windows and you see a little creature that looks like this.
Ugh, that's not little.
That's bigger than that double decker carriage idea.
Crow.
That's not a crow.
Yeah, this is season 5 of Ruby. What happens to Crow?
And
Spoilers.
yeah, it just kind of tilts its head side to side as it looks at you with its many eyes. Just going.
I want one.
Curb
Go
stomp it.
over and pet it.
So Lloyd, do you see this creature?
Hang on, I'll check.
Are you actually going to try and see if you see?
Yeah, because you told me I see. I was perception check.
No. Yes, baby.
What's your roll?
Max, do I see? Do I see it?
Yes, it is a real thing. It's not fake.
Thank fuck for that. Yes, there. Jorvis. Yes, I do. I see red eyes. I see like a crow creature, like almost like a rat body.
Sorry, is it outside this window? Is
It's
it,
just perched on the window.
It looks quite cute.
So I guess it's like the size of a pigeon then.
like an open window.
Mhm.
Can I approach it?
Yeah, like the windows are broken anyway, so you try and approach it.
Can I
just
use
enter the room.
athletics to grab it?
You can try. It would be more dexterity as opposed to
I
athletics.
know, but Dex is rubbish.
Yeah.
I've got a better athletics roll. That's why I said that.
Me too, but I'm not going to help you catch this.
That
bird.
thing's gonna fuck you up.
Hi guys, I've just entered the room. What's going on?
I just want to investigate.
You see us like creeping up to this bird.
As you try and walk up to the bird, did you say that you're?
It's 40 foot high.
I'm just looking at it. I'm not going to help him grab it.
Yeah.
That's
Do
my-
you actually say anything towards it, or?
No, I was just going to look it up and down to start.
Okay. James, what are you doing?
I'm very cautious.
Can I do an animal handling on it?
Yeah, you can.
Why didn't you use JJ to touch it?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty like docile and seems pretty warmed
Aw.
towards you.
Can I pick it up and start stroking it?
Sure.
Oh.
You walk over to it and it fits in like the palm of your hand.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
just-
not going to be the one who gets hurt first this time. Yay!
Oh, I love it.
Breathes out fire.
I'm keeping it.
It just hit me square in the
What a
face.
cute but deadly-looking creature.
Do you say anything towards it?
Yeah, and then I go, I wonder where you're from. Liv."
It
I
turns-
like baby talk it. I go.
Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
And when you do, it instantly repeats it exactly like you do, in your exact voice.
Oh, I definitely want it. It's useful.
Can I keep it?
Can I
That
keep
way I'm
it?
assured of intelligent conversation.
Mhm. So yeah, you've won it over now, and you now have a Crowlock.
I'll add that to my inventory.
Inventory.
Yeah, just push him into your bag.
We got a little mascot now.
Yeah, he has
A
13.
crow lock, you say?
Mhm.
Crow and then like hyphen lock.
No, all one word.
So is it
I
like
would
lock and
do that.
key?
Yeah.
Crow lock.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
Cool.
warlock, but with budgie.
I'll put that in like, I don't know.
I'll tell you his stats if you want.
Oh yeah.
He's got 13 armor class, 10 hit
13
points.
AC. 10, did you say?
Yeah.
HP.
His speed is 30 feet running and 50 flying.
30 speed. Run. And how much fly?
50.
50 fly.
His strength is 4, which is -3.
Oh!
Oh,
Hang on, actually,
Yes,
let me just reword this.
scared myself.
Yeah, I've done this. I've done the speed.
Okay. His strength is 4, which is a -3.
I'll just do the modifiers then.
Oh, okay, yeah. His dexterity is
Strength
oh
-3. Sorry,
yeah. His dexterity is
dex
+3.
+3.
His constitution is a 0.
Con 0.
Intelligence is a 0.
Int 0.
His wisdom is a +2,
With bloody hell. Yep.
and his charisma is a +2.
He's way more charismatic than I am.
He gets a +6 in deception.
Wait, these things apply to just the creature itself?
Yeah,
or-
just when the creature is doing something. Its perception is a +4.
Perception.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Deception
He could be my pickpocketing buddy.
Wait.
+4.
Uh,
Hey, he's mine.
wait.
my
So
friend.
did you
I
do?
did animal handling.
Did you do his deception?
Yeah, deception +4.
No, deception is +6.
+6.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
Hell yeah.
perception, his
Ah,
ability
okay,
to
perception. Perception. Yep.
see is a +4.
With a +4.
His stealth is a +5.
Stealth +5.
He has true sight of 30 feet.
True sight 30 feet.
This guy's great.
No, right?
And he speaks common and deep speech.
Oh shit.
What is deep speech?
Speaks
It's
Common.
thing.
and
So it speaks Cthulhu essentially.
Yeah.
The therapist really DMC and all.
So
Deep.
his normal ability
Cthulhu.
is perfect mimicry, which is the Crowlock can mimic any sounds it has heard,
normal,
including
Oh,
the person's
looks like
voice.
he can help JJ get into the vault.
normal ability mimic something.
Perfect mimicry.
Okay.
So it can mimic any sounds it's heard, including the person's voice, A creature that hears that sound can tell they are imitations with a successful DC of 14 on Wisdom Insight.
Jeez, and they have to beat 14 in a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Insight check. Shit.
Can I just see where you... I just want to copy and paste that.
Oh, okay. It's not like copyable for me.
Oh, okay. So
Can we just try and write up what you said then? For you?
just important information there. Perfect mimicry, and then the stat bit.
Yeah. So just says a creature can tell its imitation.
You can just do must be
14 Wisdom Insight. Yeah.
14 with insight.
There we go. And its actual attack is Mind Pierce, which has a range spell attack of +4 to hit.
Attack, mind, blast,
Pierce.
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 Piers.
Its range is 60 to 120 feet on one creature, and does
Range,
That's a fairly decent attack. Huh?
range what, sorry?
its range is 60 to 120.
60 to 120, and the damage?
Is 1d10 plus 2 psychic damage.
1d
I can't see,
Yeah,
Daniel.
plus 2 psi damage.
Can I
This
just,
guy's great!
can I just try something?
Okay.
Did you say it does psychic damage?
Yes,
Can I try touching it?
you can.
Touch my bird, and I cut off your hat. No, you can touch him. Just don't hurt him.
Just not in a kooky place.
Oh.
We all pet the birdie.
Is that all the information I need, Max?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put that in a nice even place where I can. I'm gonna give this. I'm calling him Crow, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
With a Q.
Yes, I just rest my hand on the top of its head.
Don't hurt my bird.
Squeeze.
Okay.
Squeeze hard.
So now we will both make a. Oh wait, shit. I
This
don't know-
guy's stronger than all of us.
I don't know why I closed that. It's really annoying that I did that now.
Wait, what was this round? What
It
do you
was
say?
a
An
Wisdom?
overall Powerful.
crow lock. There we go.
Allies and
Okay.
organization.
So
this bird
you will
would be an
both
ally.
need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I have to do it for the bird, or are you doing it for the bird?
I'll do it for him.
I don't think it matters much.
Wisdom.
Does it affect Sirloin for being
Okay, yeah.
holding the
Um,
bird as well?
You feel very faint and almost collapse to the floor, and actually start to throw up a bit. This mind is not meant for entering, and the only few glimpses you get are from multiple perspectives with its multiple eyes, which confuse and dazzle you. It itself is fine and just kind of backs away in James's hand, kind of like rearing back a little bit, patting his
doesn't like
hands
you
with its little
anymore.
paws.
What the bloody hell am I?
Okay. Oh god. So
You're very
Yeah.
lucky. If he had rolled low, it probably would have run away. But yeah. So
What's
what
this
do you
one?
do now then with this little?
You guys stop fighting off our little friends.
I don't know. It seems like every time you get a new companion, you try and kill it.
I wanted to test something out. That was all.
But yeah.
I just got this guy.
But yeah. So what do you do now then? It's like almost midnight by this time.
Well, because I'm very naughty and I'm just
Half one.
tuck in and go to bed.
And I
Okay.
sit by the fire, start whittling a little birdie, a little crow lock.
Okay.
Like I'm holding him out, and you're sort of whittling a wooden thing of him.
Yeah, I just got him in his arm, and so I do it laid down, like as if it's curled up.
The little crowlock starts to play the tune that JJ was playing earlier, like imperfect, like replication.
Do you know what's so cool about that? Is that
There
was
you
JJ's
go.
best song.
I know.
Yeah.
You can mine like Britney Spears did.
Wait,
Stick him in your pocket.
So yeah, the time passes, and you actually start to hear like, and it starts to get
44
closer and
horse
closer.
outside.
Can I have a can I actually, because it speaks common, can I have a communicate like actual conversation with this thing?
Hello, hello, hello.
No,
hello.
no, no.
Remember, it's essentially like a parrot, so yeah, it will eventually start doing that sort of thing when it doesn't know any sort of language left.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him if he knows what that noise is.
No. It just
Great.
tilts its head to the side.
Fantastic.
Meow. I love that. Just, do you know what that is? No.
Well, that answers that question.
At least he's honest.
I like this little guy.
Yeah.
There's
But-
no bullshit.
Can I check out
Once
the window?
again, yeah, like when you start to look out the window where it's been dark, you start to see this sort of amorphous form like walk through, like the city, breaking walls where you hear like from like where the buildings are collapsing. But then you also hear the once again, and you see. 1 second, if I can get
Because
it.
this crow gets actions completely dependent to mine, doesn't it?
Yeah, he gets his own.
So on my turn,
He rolled
he would have a go and I would have a go.
Yeah.
Or...
Isn't that he has his own initiative? I thought, like with Modi and his owl.
Well, actually, he does have his own deck, so I guess he would have his own initiative.
Yeah, he has his own sentience and separation from you.
That's fine.
He's
Like-
the party's pet, not your pet, Jay.
No, he's my friend. I did
he's
animal
his
handling.
handler, though. So.
Oh, finally, James has a friend he hasn't paid.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh, this is the cutest thing ever. Oh, what's that?
You see one
Actually,
of
I
these
recognise that.
walking through.
That seems like the thing
Your
from
mum.
Dark Souls with the hand for a face that I beat up this one time.
The oogie boogie.
And yeah, it just like bashes its way through the buildings, and yeah, like it's just making like loads of havoc. So what do you do?
With the drunken sailor.
Crow,
How close is it to it?
can you fly up high and see if this thing is hostile? Don't get too close though, please.
Fly up high and
It turns to look at you and goes, "No."
Denied!
Crow,
Does it
Crow,
anyway.
why is it? Do you know it's hostile?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
everything it says is no. Great.
I think he's been a bit of a prick.
That's what you get for naming something so unsuperior like a crow.
I give it like one of my rations.
What? Crow?
Yeah.
He eats it. He's like,
And then drops dead, because it's not what he eats.
it's a creature with like 12 eyes.
Just
I
explode
think
like a
it
pigeon
could.
with rats. Shit. Not again.
Yeah. Once again, the thing starts bellowing through like another building and another building, and it like crashes through the lower floors as it slowly gets closer to your building.
Guys? Guys?
I just fell asleep.
Yeah, it's your pet now, James. It's your issue.
This is what you want.
Is there 4 damage?
Just
in
what
this
you
game?
wanted.
Yeah, there is. There's an
That
actual
might be
maximum
trying to do
full
a boss
damage.
one slash and forward slash on bloody Dark Souls.
Can I roll perception to see if I hear the noise?
Yes.
What? You didn't hear
Yes,
this?
it's loud enough we all hear it.
You hear the noise, JJ.
I want to
It's
sleep.
shaking the house.
I'm surely not the only one panicking over this.
No, I'm just sleeping.
Um, I'm not, so.
Yeah, you're just reading books.
So yeah, what are you guys doing as it barrels through more and more buildings?
I don't even know exactly where it is, so
Yeah, it's quite dark. You're not exactly sure. It just the sound is getting closer.
I ask, what's his face, the archaeologist person Simon with us, what it could be. He seems to have
Oh,
knowledge of this area.
those things, they're lethal. They're known as what we've dubbed Tuskaloths. They're huge, gigantic
We roll
creatures.
the name. That's a shit
I
one.
like the name. Seems like a
Crow,
legit thing.
can you do perfect mimicry and like fly over there and then make its like mating call and then have it follow you
It
for a
hasn't
bit?
heard the mating call, so you don't know what it is. It can
Of
only
course,
check.
of course it does.
Turns to look at you again. Says,
Wait for it.
No.
"Nah."
Oh god.
That is a
Good
crow,
job,
like.
you're fucking cute.
So you should intimidate.
Not intimidating. It might
No, you
kick my
have to
ass.
get down stairs and look really quickly before it
Hmm?
destroys our building.
What do you want to do?
Run down wherever we are from. I'm assuming we're on a different floor, aren't we? We went on the ground floor.
Probably not.
Possibly.
Yeah, you're on like the third floor at least.
Can I use my athletic fire to get downstairs then?
Hey,
Yeah.
Howard's have third floor.
Like really quick, sprint there.
Mhm.
Otherwise,
Deja
I'm
vu.
assuming it's like one building away from us, isn't it? So
You don't know. It just sounds extremely close.
yeah, so close.
Like you
Right.
can even start to see like its tusks point out through the moonlight.
I am followed behind Jovis. I'm getting the fuck out.
Shit. He had a mum tattoo.
Yeah, you make it all the way down there, and it's yeah, you feel the vibrations now in the floor, like pretty much shaking everything in the rooms.
I take one more better
Okay,
perception check.
that thing's
Like,
big.
if I roll a perception check now that I'm closer, is it better than before?
Yeah, with the moonlight kind of shining down through the windows, you can see that it is the size of the buildings it's walking past.
Guys.
Intimidate.
Yes. Go on, Rory.
What is the path that it's
Fuck
taking then? Do I realise the path that it's taking?
You just know that it doesn't have any eyes, and all it's doing is essentially moving its way through the city.
Come on, that's got to be an intimidate.
Wait, you intimidating the big thing?
Rory's gonna do it.
Like from what you can see, it is of gargantuan scale.
And if it goes in this direction, is it going to like destroy our building for sure?
You can see that it's
Wait,
probably going to
animal
bash
handling.
into it in its next few
Okay.
turns.
In which case, I shout, "Everyone, leave the building!" And then like,
From the bottom floor,
Run,
yeah,
you
I'm just screaming it.
fools.
I'm fucking bellowing it.
Yeah, that's what you need to do when the thing has no eyes, where it's obviously hearing based, is shout really loud.
Yeah. Well, it's only 3 stories, isn't it? So you'll be able to hear me through that. I don't care where
Yes,
it
you
is.
will. They probably won't be able to hear you, but the big thing can.
What? You can hear conversation out the back window of your house. Surely they'll be able to hear me.
Also, the house doesn't have a back window.
There are like windows for this building. If
okay, so
I shout a warning.
Run, you fools.
this is about the time everybody should start rolling.
Initiative.
Initiative.
We can't really because we don't have characters.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's fine. Just put us up to what character height would be to that thing.
Okay,
That'd be enough.
let me try and grab them then from the other.
Non-existent. Okay.
How would you like to do this as well? Like, are we all just in range to do things?
Yeah, if you want to be, you're on the second floor right next to it, so.
Wait, so we're third
I'm just saying, otherwise we might need a top-down map. And that's what effort.
Okay.
What is happening?
Lots and lots of things.
Building.
So if you want to be the size of what it is, like comparatively. There you go.
You know what?
So yeah,
I don't think you're gonna get stabbed because I think the end will just be too.
Trying to take back my intimidation.
I don't think you're going to intimidate that. Like, ever.
it might be like a giant elephant and don't like us small mice people.
Is that right?
God, that thing's huge.
Probably won't
No,
see us, to
wait.
be honest.
I might
You
be a
like
little bit
pass.
off.
So roll sleight of hand.
Here you go.
Move it down slightly so I can see how big our building is. We're in.
This thing is bigger than the building.
No.
I was
one
gonna say,
second.
how many floors is our building?
1 second.
It's
I don't know. What is the size of like an average building in London?
Well, look at that picture that you're giving us.
Yeah, I
It
know.
says 12 buildings high. That's 96 feet high. Then
You're about that size.
Oh yeah, I used up a ration, didn't I? Because I gave it to the bird.
hmm
I'm a fucking dunce.
fuck's sake.
Did no? Oh wait, no. Did everybody? No. Did you even get a chance to heal or not?
No.
Yeah. So
I slept.
I've got 2 healing potions, though.
healing.
Wait, that's only
Actually, no. Because I said it's
31
midnight. You've
feet.
all had at least a short rest. So everybody roll hit dice.
Okay.
well, I'm already here, aren't I? So.
Come on, big money.
Big money.
You're
no
all
monies.
gonna die.
Shit.
So you get 2 health back. You get 4 health back.
Our
Elden.
building wasn't that high,
What
was
are we
it?
rolling?
It's
If you lost health, roll your hit dice.
Hit dice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm on 5 out of 9. I'm not gonna die.
What do you mean hit dice?
Like, my hit dice is 1d10. It's just above the hit dice.
I have
Box.
nothing in hit dice.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot. So wait, what was your character's name again? It was
Oh
Elden.
shit. Sorry.
Elden.
Are we
13.
seriously gonna fight this thing?
It's up to you.
I shouted a warning for you guys to run, so
You know, like in all
I say
good
you all
campaigns.
fight it.
then
Like
the
in my own
initiative takes
story.
place, or
I think as a half orc you get like a like 1d10 for like health.
Okay.
So yeah.
Guys, if we just climb on it back, I can't see it really doing much anything to us, and then we just sort of
You
carve
expect us
into
to
it.
climb on its back.
Then we
Yeah,
just
how
sort
do you
of
get on the
carve
back?
into it and live inside it.
we're just
Shadow of the
like
Colossus.
giant tits.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
You do
Well,
something
I run
like that,
across the street, so I'm out of its path.
Oh no, wait, that's Daniel.
Wait, James, how strong are you?
I've got the
do a
big
plus 4.
monsters.
I do plus 4. 18 strength.
Hmm.
Would you like me to throw you?
Toss me.
Toss
I
me
got
your
that mind thing. I might be able to make it do a bad wisdom throw and just like pass out. But the downside, I may pass out, so
Yeah,
I may
but
die.
No, it's fine.
Oh, wait.
What, do you want me to throw you up there so you touch it? You want to mind world with that?
There you go. That's its initiative.
Are we doing this, guys? What are we
We're
rolling?
doing this.
Well, this is
Alright,
just so that I know what's going on and what time.
I'm up for giving it
No,
a go.
I've done that twice. I've got.
Don't
perfect
worry,
initiative,
I'll
I'm not
put it in.
selected.
Yeah, I'll put it in. So, what was it? It was shit. Oh yeah.
All those. Oh wow. Okay.
There you
It's working out nicely, actually.
Oh, I rolled it perfectly again.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Jovis, Saline, Benetton, Elden. Rory.
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, but you didn't do initiative. You just did.
My name is Jeff.
Oh, whoops.
And do you have a dex modifier?
No.
Oh.
Oh wow!
Okay.
You got it better second time anyway.
Yeah, Rory.
So. And then I'll just put in one called.
And James, we all got 20.
dear.
Did they hear my shout of flee, or are they doing it while they're in?
Wait, other? That's not good. What is it, other?
No, that's just for you know, the
Oh, yeah.
the
There's
other.
some good fucking rolls.
Right. Dale,
Sorry,
are we? Do you want to try and get all of the non-fighters out of like harm's way?
Well, I'm down on the floor. Everyone else is up there.
No, I mean the like archaeology people.
That's
Yeah, but
who.
where were
That's
they?
who other is.
Where were they though?
They're on the top floor.
Yeah, so I'm on the street level.
He can't do it, essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. What if we
I
do
ran down
join
the
them on the street level?
They're alert.
Try
because
and
I
lure
put
this thing
warning
away.
to everyone. Sorry.
We try and lure this thing away then and kill it.
Oh, me? Yeah, that's what I plan, but I'm not first in order.
We'll come join you. Well, I will on my turn at least.
Don't take notice of that thing I just put down.
What thing? Where?
Good.
I was actually
Skim
tapped
read.
out. I was reading my document.
I got 5 of them peasants who are gonna help out, and we got the bird.
Hey,
We do
James.
Might
a
help.
order
who
thing
fucking
now,
knows.
then, or?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you can make your bird do like a really loud screech?
Oh, that
Fucking
reminds me.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Keep saying,
Do you reckon you can make it do a loud screech?
Stick your thumb up his ass. And then I'll go, no! Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
I really need this for you. Can you make a loud noise,
Say please.
please?
Because
Right. So 1 second. Let me get his
It's not
initiative
my turn though,
sorted.
is it? Whose turn is it?
Oh no, it's JJ's turn first, isn't it? I
Yeah.
looked wrong at the little symbol.
He has a +3 in dexterity, so that works in your favour. But he gets a 1 anyway, so fuck him. He goes at the same time as the Tuskloth. So.
Friendly advantage.
no.
So yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons is not a kind game.
So
Okay,
Benetton,
slightly
what do you want to do?
I was thinking about
Touching
seeing if I
it.
get the bird to crow and amplifying the noise with minor illusion to sort of create distortion to like echo.
Okay.
And what would this achieve?
Wait, you spell the
I'm trying to confuse it.
echo first. Wait, but why? You're just gonna lure it to you.
Actually, first I fucking run for 30 feet. So I
What hopefully to where
Maybe
Joe
your
is
bird can
on the
do
street.
like a warning call of its kind and summon loads of them to attack the big thing so you can escape.
Yeah, Zerg rush it.
Zerg rush it. Funny enough, I found a load of Zergs. So come on, what are you gonna do? What
yeah,
are you gonna do?
run outside.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be
Athletics.
okay? Roll athletics. Shit, feet don't fail me now.
I was gonna say it's got to be a good
Rolls a
roll,
1.
down and out.
Feet fail him very hard.
Curse you, clown shoes.
3 stories with stairs, and to get outside would probably be about give or take 30 feet.
Was this like Home Alone?
Home Alone.
A crate just falls on me after all of that.
You turn back into a crate.
Oh, what do you mean? I was never a crate.
Man, this is a great crate.
Turned into a box.
He fell off his chair. Yeah, you're just way too slow, and like by the time you've reached down there, you already start hearing more, and you hear some of the like buildings very close by crumbling.
Okay.
But you do reach the bottom floor, just not as fast as you wanted.
Okay.
So Sirloin,
I am also using athletics to get down onto street level as fast as I can,
I'm a fire in my laser.
and I hope with this fucking +6 I actually get down. Oh, here we go.
I'm
Yep.
so happy.
You-
I trolled early.
You get down there yesterday.
You find some holes in the ground and end up jumping out of like the second story window, just ending up fine, like almost like a Assassin's Creed style.
Okay, so
In your
now I'm
fuck
down
off
there.
heavy
Can I do
armor.
anything?
Let's make that more realistic for the
He's gonna
first
do
one.
superhero landing.
Actually, have I been forgetting to ask you guys to roll who are ever wearing armor for like
Or what?
at disadvantage
What
Did we-
disadvantage?
We've done a couple of disadvantage rolls.
for dex checks? You have to roll with this. Oh no, it's only stealth. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We haven't done.
Plank
The only
is
stealth thing is me hiding as a box. I mean,
Yeah, it's only for people who are wearing like heavy armor.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I haven't done any stealth rolls with heavy armor.
Yeah, so you're fine. So yeah, you
Um,
make it downstairs easily, and you look up, and this thing is fucking huge.
Do I get a chance to do anything? Or is that
Um,
it?
I think this is just a movement turn right now.
All right, then I definitely got to where Jovis was.
Yeah.
I'm here, buddy.
Okay, so Eldon.
Where are the others?
There are no others.
I do athletic roll for the same.
So the person who's going to come down last is JJ.
So it's actually my turn.
joy.
To the world.
So no one's bothered to try and help all the archaeologists that are in the building yet.
What archaeologists?
Yeah, once again, you're going to be following up behind Benetton.
Alright.
The archaeologists and the commoner guys, they're going to haul ass as much as they can, just being like, "We've only got so much health left after that fight. We're all so very tired."
Okay, so they're useless. They're gonna try and run. That's fair enough.
And you hear
Yeah, just
you
tired.
hear Simon just like, "Not again, these fucking things."
Oh, God blast it.
Language.
And yeah,
Drat.
they are going to be even further behind JJ. So
But
Fuck.
archaeologists are leading them.
you just hear Simon like shout out, so, "Fuck!"
Where are the others? I say to
There are no others.
the
Uh,
line.
Travis,
Oh, bugger off.
I don't know. Maybe they're
They're
just
gone.
slow on their feet.
They've
But
all
you've got the first
gone.
chance to actually do something.
Yeah, I know. We have to distract this beast. I'm going to hero mode.
Fuck this.
And drop dead.
So, can I do an athletics check after I've just done a run to see how far I get up?
Well, yeah,
Just-
you're fine. This is your first turn.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I athletic ran all the way down here, so would I get disadvantage?
Yeah,
for
but
being
this is
knackered,
your
or-
first
No,
turn.
no.
That was something else. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, outside of it. Cool.
We've
Well,
done that.
Okay. In that case, I'm fit enough. I'd across the street and up the following building to try and get a better advantage.
Mhm.
I'll roll for how high I get. I guess I get then.
Okay.
Right. Athletics was 5, wasn't it?
Luck or fail.
Oh, what could I do? What do I do?
What do you
Mm.
want to do?
What's he doing?
I was
Oh,
just going to get up the
You've rolled a
following-
1
To do
oh,
what?
the
on an
delicious,
athletic check to run up a building.
the delicious
He
chaos
just
that I
runs
could
straight into
cause.
the wall and the building collapses.
He breaks his nose and takes 1d2 of bludgeoning damage. And everybody laughs at him.
As you try and climb this building on the opposite side, the shaking from the Tuscaloth's like heavy feet against the ground make you drop after you're halfway up, and you take 1d6 of bludgeoning damage from the ground. You take 6 damage.
Fall on my sculpture of Crow and stab it in my eye.
And break the statue.
No,
Then
you're,
the story of Jack and Jill.
just think
In
of what it would
fact,
feel like climbing up halfway up a wall
Oh,
and
you
then
just
falling
broke your
back down
crown.
onto the like fucking
Also, in
cars.
fact, put segment half your inventory into one pile and half in the other, and then delete one pile, and that's how much you lost.
I could be that cruel, but I'm not that cruel. I don't even
Wait,
think he has enough.
Where am I now then?
You're next
Hello?
to the Tuscloth. Yeah.
Well, is it? Did I make it in the building and up so many stairs?
No, you're just on the
Rushing
ground. In fact, if you're talking about where you were, like on the thing, you're about there.
Cool. Alright, so I didn't even make it in that building.
No, you climbed up it and then fell on the car.
Fair enough.
Shite. Crow, use perfect mimicry and try and get this thing to follow you down the street. Please.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, animal handling.
Oh, okay. That's actually a much better roll. Animal handling, animal handling, animal handling, +2. Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah,
Please?
he's just like, eh, and jumps out of like either off your shoulder or out of your hand, and flies like to the other sort of like, probably more of where over here, because you guys have kind of congregated over here. The Tuscaloth is kind of crashing over there. He flies somewhere over here, and starts
was
to
that?
make. What? Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't see. I didn't see where you clicked then.
Click was too quick.
Why? Look at where I'm pointing. So yeah, the Tuscaloth is somewhere over there.
Yeah, know that.
You guys are over here,
Yep, know that.
and he is about somewhere over here now, where he flies off.
Ah, cool. Yep,
And he just makes
right
the...
under my dice.
It's actually the grade A under 8 monster.
I mean, like, what the fuck?
So, does he do anything when he goes over there?
He flies over there, and then he is going to do a perfect mimic of what he's heard their sound to be like. 1 second, let me find if...
The crunching of Dale's nose.
So, for when he does perfect mimicry, they have to do a DC 12 wisdom check. So, this is for the Tuscaloth to see if it recognizes it or not. And it does. It just goes bashing through more buildings now that it knows something's around.
Oh no.
And
Hopefully away from where I knock the fuck out.
and you see that building start to collapse.
Which building, sorry?
That one.
That one.
Which is where we were.
No,
Well,
yeah.
shit.
Isn't it?
1 second. Let me try and point to a bit better where you guys would be. So you guys are about there, like right outside of Harrods,
Yeah.
and he is over by this sort of building over here. So let me try and mark this with a freehand pen.
Where have I gone?
To hell.
Where have you gone?
You shimmied everything down. I should be just above my the squiggle. If everything moved in retrospect, like.
Where did you go?
He does.
I don't know. I've just seeped into the ground.
Shit, I think I lost you somehow. Yeah, you're gone. You got deleted. I was wondering why that disappeared. Who's deleting characters?
Oh, you're the only one with the power to.
Yeah, I was laid there perfectly fine. Oh wait, did you delete me after deleting my phone?
I don't think so.
Well, you deleted all the text went at the same time as well. So.
Oh, it's because I keep having to try and like delete all the shit that gets drawn on everything.
Yeah, blame it on other people, Max.
Oh, I'm sorry for everybody trying to ruin my life.
It is very annoying.
Oh, what is this? A other DM talking about the shit that he's been putting up with?
Yeah, and people start drawing willies everywhere. I mean, it is really funny, but it's hard to click on things.
Leave me to my incompetence.
Oh yeah. So now that everybody's actually on the map, so you'd be over there. Crow would be here, and then the Tuscaloth is all the way over there. There we go. So yeah, what?
Don't look as big anymore.
It's because it's so far away. So yeah, Crow, I guess, had his turn when you asked him to do the thing.
Yes, I did ask him to go over there and
Core.
yeah.
He pretty much just made a sound of like, yeah, pretty much like that. Like that. So yeah, now it's the Tuscaloth's turn, and
Simon, get the
Like that
people
way.
to the carriages and get out of here. We'll deal with this.
That it's heard some
I thought
sounds
I was
in.
going with him, mate.
Now that it's finally heard some sounds in the distance that it thinks is potential threats, it's going to do an earth shake.
Oh shit!
What?
So everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Great. Just what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh no! I was already on the ground. To be fair.
Yep, you're okay. You were knocked prone already, so you can't be knocked prone again.
Oh, excellent.
Who, me or?
Yeah. But you did also roll a 1.
No.
So what's falling on
Ground
top of it?
opens
Yeah,
up.
what's gonna land on me?
So you take 1d10 of bludgeoning damage from the falling buildings, because all the buildings around take 50 damage.
I can't do my second win thing until my guy turns around. So if you hit me with a 9 or a 10, I'm dead.
You'll be fine.
You get a 3. So only like 3 rocks hit on you when they like all start falling around.
I've only just knocked myself into the wall and and taken extra damage.
There we go.
Jovis, how much have you got left?
6.
Health potion.
No, I got my second win, so I was gonna use that to get back up.
Alright.
Benetton, it's your turn.
Right, I'm just to start fucking legging it towards Crow.
Mhm.
Wait, no. Oh, if people are getting
In
the
the
carriage,
direction
I'm getting the carriage.
What?
I'm getting the fucking carriage if people are
Right.
getting in the carriages.
Let's get everyone to the carriages and get out of here. It's going to go straight towards Crows, so if we go a different direction, that'd be
Are you
handy.
sure you want to be getting in the carriages? If you looked at what you're going through, there's like knee-high water, and it's being
You know
dragged
what,
by
I'm just gonna
horses.
start running back
Didn't you
towards
guys
that bridge
text
we
me
were on
today?
earlier.
I didn't realise my phone was dead all day. I've just charged it into.
What are you talking about?
When did you text me?
Oh, ages ago. It was when you were doing other things and you weren't talking.
When he was doing penis things.
Yeah, penis things. So yeah, what
Nice.
are you doing, Benton?
I'm
Oh,
just to
oh,
start
okay.
legging it back towards the river crossing we did a minute ago.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm
So-
just start running.
So
Fuck
that
you
would
guys.
be. So it would actually be up here, like around this area.
Yeah, I'm running towards Cronin essentially.
Oh, great.
Can I just like just pure run, like do nothing else?
That is just that's 60 bits of movement, but obviously in this sort of situation, we have no way of telling how far that is.
Okay,
So
I'm just a fucking bucket now.
yeah. So essentially, yeah, you do reach about Crow's bit if it's like 60 feet.
Okay.
Can you move the behemoth to the left slightly? And have a look at the building there. Just curious.
It's a Sky Tuscaloth.
Skyquake.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Josie on this one. I'm also going to run.
I'm surprised everybody succeeded.
What in the quake?
Oh wait, no, Rory didn't.
Oh, Rory.
Rory, you get knocked prone. You're now lying on the floor.
Oh no!
It's game
How
lag.
much damage do you take, or is it the
Actually,
same?
he's on the
Is it-
floor, is he?
Mhm.
Does he take damage?
Open up.
Okay, can I pick him up?
Yes.
Do
So
I have
that
to roll
will
a
be your
strength check?
action.
That will be my whole action.
Yes.
I got completely wrecked.
Do you want to run, or do you want to help a friend?
You have a higher armor class, so it's probably better if you go at the back, maybe.
Save yourselves. Leave me to suffer.
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
Wait, next turn, will he just get up, or does he have to do checks?
No, he'll just get up
Oh,
in
you
his
help
own next
Oh,
turn.
then fuck him.
But
Alright,
he
I'm running.
can't. He can't run.
I know you're very Elden. See you later, bye.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, if I pick him up and then run on my next turn, he could have just waited a turn and run on that turn anyway.
No,
Yeah,
he can't
right.
run on his turn. It
Oh,
will
okay, I'll
take his
pick him up then.
entire. Okay.
Then I can run on my next turn.
Yeah.
I got you, buddy.
It takes a whole turn just to cut something.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
Sirloin's
that's when it
move.
comes around to my-
Get
Eldon,
on me.
you can run now. You can
I
just
go
pure run as
over-
well.
Where did I
Go
go?
over to Jovis.
In the turn base because.
Wait,
I got-
hang on. I thought I was picking up Eldon.
Yeah, you did. So he's up now. It's his
Then
turn.
why is he walking over the Jovis?
'Cause
Set up
that's-
Jovis.
Oh, well, you mean pick him up? I thought I was literally carrying him.
No,
Hey,
just
you need to put me back
helping
into the
him up.
turn order, Max.
What?
Because I've disappeared from the turn order, didn't I?
Oh shit, yeah.
I was
So-
at 12 if I look back because I was after the other
Ah,
one.
so I used my turn to literally pick him up off of the floor.
Yeah.
That's the only
Okay. Good luck, buddy. I'll just hold my shield up to this huge thing and hope.
This is a pickup train, Les.
So yeah. So what are you doing now?
Oh, me.
Yeah, Rory.
Can I help Jovis in any way? Or...
You can help him up.
Yeah, I'll help him up.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
So
Jovis, run, you fool!
now, so that will take your action.
The others have come
Oh yeah,
outside.
they're gonna be hauling ass. So I don't have like a thing for them, so I'm just gonna draw a fucking. It's a box.
Wait, I got this.
Fuck's sake.
I'm
That's one
okay with
guy.
this. Now do all the others. No, it's fine.
That's Simon.
Then all you got to do is classic drawing 101. It's just the heads of the rest, and then the people's minds automatically pitch the rest of the body. Wait, you need to move them in the middle with legs. We got this. What are you doing?
I'm good at this.
He's been
Which
decapitated.
character?
But yeah, okay. So then,
So it was 5 soldiers and 2 more archaeologists.
actually, it was the 3 archaeologists. So Simon as well.
No, I already counted Simon. It
Oh,
was
right.
Simon at the front and 2 archaeologists with him.
So Jovis, what are you going to be doing then? They all kind of hauled ass and just.
I
you know.
am using the second wind ability then. Before I die.
Hmm.
1d10. Would I be able to do this and movement or?
What does it say? Does it say that it's a bonus action?
Limited Wellstone. Want to protect yourself from harm. Return. You can use a bonus action.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you can use it and then run.
1d10 plus 1.
You get 4. 4. You get 1 more than the damage you got hit by with the rocks.
So that takes me to 10.
Mhm.
That'll do for
I
now.
can imagine this thing hitting for like 40 though.
Oh, if
Does
only that was
1d1
its.
damage.
Yeah. If only that was its damage, that would be nice.
Oh.
That means it does more.
Why don't we go this way to draw its path a different direction, but as I epically fail trying to get it
It
straight-
does
Well,
that
we can't
damage.
run down any of the streets now because all the buildings are crumbled. It's like a wall. We're in like a corridor now. We've only got one direction to run in, and they're
Why
such
am
a
I
shit
just
band that.
being my
Here goes,
happy
I
girls?
make my
Beat
way
me, mister.
through this building.
Why
that
don't you
is
all
not-
just roll stealth?
I can't stealth.
Can I head a 90 degrees away from every...
I just said there's like a building there. It
You
You
crumbled.
can either go that way.
Huh?
You can try and run under its legs and go that way, or you can run this way, back where
Where
the way
everyone
you
else
came.
seems to be going.
Can I cut through the building?
You can try to cut through the building, but there's no exits on it.
The building doesn't have an exit.
It crumbled.
Well, not only is it
This one.
probably like a store where the building probably goes into a separate building next door, or is it like attached to another building next door?
That's
So, yeah.
you for your university world.
Run to the horseless carriage and drive it away.
Now, I thought that'd be more fun to win with everyone else. That's if I can make it up. Athletics roll for that.
No, that's fine. You're just expending your movement, so.
Here, guys, have a drink. God, stop being
I think we need a drink more than any now. So
It's just runs along, throws a beer over his face like sort of water for runners.
So, now that it's reached this point, the Tuscaloth
Oh wait,
smashes into where Harrods was, which is right. So it's right in front of where you, Sirloin, are,
yeah, I figured.
and it essentially gores the building with its tusks.
Okay.
Yeah, crumbling all the front entrance.
Mm-hmm.
That's its turn.
Okay. Can Crow try and do a deception on the giant thing to make it think that it's done enough damage for the day and turn around and go home?
How would it do
It's
that?
not deception.
Deception.
No, you have to give a reason for it. You can't just say that's what you're going to roll for this.
It uses a bucket and thinks that it's a plane.
Alright, hang on then.
You have to be creative, James. You can't just say I'm going to roll this for this.
Hang on, I'm trying to think of what if I can get it to do then.
You could persuade it to go home.
No, persuade is only +4. I need to think of something deception-wise.
And persuade tends to only work on if you can actually communicate with the creature.
Turn into a box.
If only we
That's
had
my
this
thing.
accordion, bagpipes. We could go into his head.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lollet was your music, JJ, and your next.
Crow, would you like to fly behind the beast back down that street and do another mimic call for us?
Oops, wrong button.
What just happened? What? Is it? I don't know if
Is that
there's.
okay?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
What?
I need to wait for it to load.
Dude.
Ow, my ears.
Alright,
Nope, still don't see anything.
don't say anything at all.
No. Don't know why it's not loading. It told me that it was there. That's creepy.
Well, if you want me to do a roll, that'd probably help.
Can you roll again?
I haven't rolled yet at all.
Oh, then what were you asking for then?
I'm asking if I can like send him like behind the big thing.
Yeah.
I have to do animal handling again.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, I thought you had rolled something, but
No, I haven't rolled anything yet.
That's probably why I hadn't loaded.
because there was
Oh
nothing.
yeah. You sure about that?
Yeah, I'll have to check my.
Oh, for fuck!
Yeah, okay. So he flies over into the distance and makes his way over there and
Don't get hit.
starts to make the call of the like creature to make it load over there, and it instantly thinks there's something there and starts pushing through the building to try and reach it. So yeah, it's now trundling through the other sort of section of the city.
So is it like going that way now?
No, that way.
Okay, so it's going that direction.
Yeah.
Down that street. Alright. Crisis averted. Right.
But as you start making your way over this way, you hear another sound similar to this.
Can't hear it, Max.
I heard it fine.
I don't like that. Can we leave, guys?
Give it a hug.
And it's not only one, but multiple.
Can we leave, guys?
It's very distant though, so as you guys all kind of meet up to this section and try and make your way back again,
Why don't you just nope your ass out of there?
fuck this
Nope,
shit,
nope,
I'm
nope,
out.
nope.
So yeah, you start making your way.
I summon Crow to sit on my like shoulder for a bit.
Yeah,
I
he
think he'd
comes
be more
back
comfortable there.
and he's just like, no.
I think after all these animal handling rolls, eventually he'd be like, you know what? Yeah.
He's just sassy.
Yeah, he's just sassy.
Who don't need no man?
He listens when I need him to listen.
Nope.
But yeah, you kind of end up at a place sort of like that.
No one, Dale. We're now at a different place. The thing went down a different alley, and we heard other noises from a group of things. So, yeah,
What was the 2 for?
that was
that was
well,
if the thing believed the crow's a mimic.
Oh,
it
yeah.
fell for a hook, line, and sinker.
Great.
Yeah, you start.
Can I drag crow?
Yeah.
Yay.
You're dragging him. Why not let him fly, man?
James, that's yours. So yeah, you guys have all kind of huddled up at that sort of end, and you see like the ground has like cracked like below the city, and once again you start to hear the.
You know what? I'm gonna
First
say
fish
that's
in, I'm
big
out.
and scary, and we should probably go to any direction that isn't where that noise is coming from.
I
And
say
away
send
we
Crow
go.
in.
What's up?
Someone said something.
Receiving.
I don't know what's anybody saying. I haven't heard anything.
JJ said something.
No, but you said something first, Ashley. That's why I stopped.
I went, and away we go.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
gonna
and
say
away.
Ashley hasn't said anything like relevant to the story.
Because I'm not there.
I know.
What I was saying is maybe we should send Crow ahead first to scout out.
Can you
You
send
know,
him to
I mean, if
pick me
Crow's
up?
up for it.
No.
Hey, Crow.
No.
Hey, Crow.
Yeah.
Would you be brave enough?
What is scouse?
No,
Yeah.
you're supposed to sound like a Londoner.
Oh,
Crow,
Then why is
Crow,
he
could you
scout?
scout ahead and see if the coast is clear?
Sure.
Thank you, Crow.
Fuck
all
off.
right, me old cream cracker.
I still think you should answer everything with no, but then sometimes
Do
Yes.
stuff.
a yes, no.
What, like, no.
No, he just says no every time, but it's a 50-50 chance whether that no will be a yes or a no.
Yeah.
A no kind of yes or a yes kind of no.
Yeah, it's like Chucky Fenster.
You still want me to roll animal handling?
Yeah, yeah. This is mainly to see if he succeeds in. Oh wait, yeah. So I'd be rolling his perception as well, which he gets a
His perception, I have it wrote down here.
+6, +4.
That is yes, I agree. It is a plus. Hang on, it's all gone. Hang on.
Perception
There
was
it is. It's back.
Perception was 4.
So yeah, he flies off and starts circling sort of like the area further ahead this way that you can't really make out because it's so dark. And you hear this slight like humming through the air. It's like,
Fuck this shit, I know.
and yeah, once again the sound starts to get closer.
I reckon it's 4 giants in a barber shop quartet.
And
Oh, the dawn's early
he flies
light.
back and says, "Can't see nothing."
Can't see nothing. That's a double negative. He can see everything. Fuck.
Okay. Guys, coast is clear. Let's head forward.
Okay, and as you start to make your way forward, 1 second. What are you doing? Okay, is anybody going to make their way forward?
Where did the crow fly? I didn't.
Just forward. So is
As the crow flies.
what's the order of everybody walking in?
I'll go first. I've got the highest armor class. I'll take the hit.
Shit.
Oh, get
This
back.
doesn't sound good.
That's where all my damage has just been outside sources.
Yeah, I'll go first. Roy, you step in behind me then.
So yeah, everybody
Um,
just call out what like order they're going in.
Third.
First.
I'm injured, so I will dabble behind.
4th then for you.
And then Eldon is second. And then
And then
the
the
others
party
are all,
behind.
yeah, they're probably pulling the cart as everything as well. Oh wait,
Yeah, the
no,
horses
I think the horses are
probably
actually
scarpered.
they're dead.
They're dead.
They got
Right, that
smashed.
makes sense.
And all the archaeological equipment as well. We're
Well, they can pull it. There's enough of them. Fuck's sake, there's 5 soldiers or 5 plebs,
Yeah,
whatever
but it
we
was in
call
the
them.
cart that got trampled, no?
Yeah, they probably took some of the stuff with them in the room. But
Fucking hell.
fuck's sake.
It was a scary monster.
But yeah, like some of the archaeologists actually took some of their equipment with them when they were going through Harrods, just so that they could do some while they were there. But yeah, so when you start making your way forward, can you all roll dexterity saving throws for me?
Shite. Not very good at them. When I say I'm not very good at them, I'm alright. I'm better than these lot.
Okay. And then I'll do mine for the rest of them.
Oh, do you want me to do for Crow?
No, Crow's flying, so he's fine.
Fuck's sake.
Alright.
Okay, and you all fall into the ground.
Yay!
The
Bugger.
pavement starts to collapse in underneath you, and the only sort of light you see is the one from the moon coming through the cracks in the sky, like in the ground that you fell through. And
You'll take 15 D19 damages. What?
1 second.
Don't you mean 1d100?
Yep. It's a random chance if you might die. You're dead.
A very high chance of you dying.
Where is it? You fall into a place that kind of looks.
Please be water, please be water, please be water.
Actually,
Please be water.
It might be water, but it might be quite murky. So
I'm happy if I survive the fall.
1 second. Let me.
Can I Mary Poppins and float down my metal umbrella?
You just hit the ground first.
Create a soft landing for us.
Head first.
Hail it.
Rolls a 1, impales himself with the umbrella. Basically comes like a margarita or whatever drink.
Does a falling hit ability in
Margaret.
Dark Souls, but remembers it's DS3, so dies if it's a certain fall.
Yeah.
In DS2, you don't die. Your damage still continues. But in DS3, you die.
1 second.
Wait, who was in front, James? Get your butt
Yeah, I'm in front.
first.
I got the highest armor class. I might as well use it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck's
You
sake.
fall here then.
I'm so glad I'm safe in the library just reading books at night.
We've got a hell of a story to
Oh,
come
yeah,
back.
wait, what happened at the library at night time? Did you manage to
I did a stealth roll, yeah.
did.
I got like, I think it was like 22 or something. On a stealth.
in the toilets.
They're fine.
You're gonna be good at sleight of hand when you finish, though.
And you get +1, I think.
What?
Which
you
means
only
it's
get-
+3 in total.
God, I'm really struggling to find.
How else am I going to take the city with
Cups.
cups and
Oh, we're
bottles?
gonna come back and Ashley's gonna control the whole of the bloody.
Yeah.
Like I walk up to like the dragon woman.
Hello,
and
I am
just,
the
like,
new mayor.
Bet
I'm
her.
still gonna smack him in the face for killing him.
Fish.
Ah,
Bad
I
bites.
didn't kill his fish.
Got the bagpipes.
just gets arrested. You hit our new mayor.
You hit him and you don't even remember why you're hitting him for.
Yeah, to be fair, after all of this, I probably forget.
Probably scarred for life.
Right, so what's going on? Are you trying to get like new
If I
scenes and stuff?
survive this fall.
I'm trying to fucking find maps that look like what I want it to look like.
Fuck this shit, I'm
I
out.
took my initiative before shit was gonna go outside earlier before giant behemoth. And then got wrecked by my own giant ability to climb up the next pudding.
That's D&D for you.
Yeah. I
You
rolled-
had the advantage on us, and then you just fuck yourself.
Oh wait, 10 minutes.
Thank fuck for this crow, is all I'm saying.
It's lush.
Okay,
I
one
love
second.
him.
I'm so close to get.
I'll treat him well and give him food and
He dies the next
an
scene.
occasional bit of money. No.
Spoilers, he dies.
The-
Just like the real crow.
He explodes.
Solid Magnum chocolate. Or...
Yeah, it's like encased.
Show me what that's like. when
Wait,
you're
you have seen it,
done.
Max.
Yeah.
You've seen the final episode?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Crow
Have you
dies.
seen it, James?
Yeah, I have.
Crow dies.
What was your GM10 roll for anyway? Like, if we're anyways.
It's a
Fall
good one,
into-
isn't
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's an old tram system. The underground. Cool.
London
I mean,
Underground.
what is this giant metal snake?
Just for our character on.
So yeah, you fall in there, and essentially
we-
it's just
Like there, I take it, or like on here, or just nah, fuck you.
like all over because you all fell at different parts. My back. Jarvis, no.
Guys, help!
It's taking so long because I keep giggling and misclicking. Duh.
Guys, I'm stuck in the train.
God. So yeah,
We're in a London-esque thing.
Ow.
20, you get so
What?
many different things.
Come here, Crow. Oh, I can't drag him.
so yeah. What do you guys do then when you all fall through the ground? And actually, I need to see.
I'd like to do a head count.
Yep, still got my one. Next.
One of your men dies.
What one the others?
One of the guys that he hired.
How many have we got left?
4.
One less companion for the journey.
But yeah, you start.
It's funny, but it's so bad.
Once again, you hear the. Yeah, that's actually
Shoot
quite
back up.
close.
I'd like to
In the
just
background, getting closer.
check my surroundings to make sure there's nothing nearby that's actually like right on top of us.
Sure.
See, this fight would have gone much better if you had someone with like cups and a coin.
Cups and a coin.
Oh yeah, basically I went to like a in the first part. I went up to
Right.
the barkeeper and persuaded them to
Oh, I have a good
play the
beer.
cups and ball game. So I put a coin underneath one of the cups, muddled them around, and they guessed it wrong. And then I went, "You owe me the inn now." So I managed
Oh.
to own an inn within like 5 minutes of turning up.
I am
And
not
I've
a
been
Good
doing it
deal.
ever since.
I love how Rory was wetting himself just by the fact that there was like a bearded mustache on his on the dragon.
Brad,
Oh,
up for some Team Fortress.
I'm Minecrafting at the moment.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do then? Because JJ, your role didn't
Digging this whole
really
time.
show you anything around. Like it's still too dark.
Guys, we're underground.
I think.
Oh shit.
I guess all of us doing a perception check will probably be good.
Mhm.
Did anyone take any damage from the fall then?
No.
Roll from the.
Well, one died.
Yeah, others took the damage. We didn't.
I saw nothing.
You saw less than I did.
It's quite dark.
Rory saw even less.
It's really dark.
Oh wait, I actually have a benefit in dark situations, do I?
I don't know.
Dark vision. Accustomed to twist forest and the dark night sky, you have superior vision in a dark and dim conditions. You can see in dim light within
Rory.
60 feet as if it was bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light.
So roll a perception.
As if that would. doesn't
Rolls a
remember my
1,
bonuses,
can't see
doesn't it?
shit.
My perception is still -1.
If you get low, you fucking got your eyes closed.
What
You
the
got your...
fuck? I've just gone blind. I don't even want to do this roll for that.
As you're like trying to get off the train to like find your way down, you
Got a
slip
0!
you slip and fall and take 1d3 of bludgeoning damage.
No, fuck this, yeah. I've rolled 3 1s.
I asked Crow what he sees with
You
his
take my
true
note.
sight.
His true sight, he's gonna make a perception check then, which is.
Do I have to do animal handling or?
No. He's just like, eh.
I'm not going to do anything in my next time I lay
He
here.
sees everything in here. His eyes are much more attuned to like the
It
darkness than
really
you are.
tell us is another matter.
Crow,
Yeah.
Crow, can you see a clear exit? Don't stay up. Please don't just stay up.
Ah,
No.
Oh.
Guys, I have to put some food on. I'm starving.
He answers back with his iconic, no.
No.
Good. At least he's, Right, hop on my
Regular.
shoulder then, buddy.
He hops on your leg.
Great. Close enough. Close enough.
Okay. I love the
I
fact
love
that
this
your
guy.
I love that your personality changed the second you got a sassy sidekick.
isn't that what happens with every person?
But yeah, so the archaeology team kind of like brush themselves off, and the guys are just like, "No, Jerry, as he like is landed on like a bit of broken metal and is
What's happening
stabbed
now?
straight through his chest.
Was that like the original one?
No, it's probably one of his mates.
Didn't the original one just like quit halfway through the fungus fight and walk home?
No, that was number 10.
Oh.
He was the guy that didn't give a shit. Number 1 is the guy who actually like wanted to do this to begin with,
Okay.
who's still alive, funny enough.
Great.
See, if you believe, you live.
But yeah, and you just see Simon like, well, that was a shit show, now wasn't it? Hmm. Are we moving on then?
You take this very well.
This
Boy!
isn't
You're going to get slapped around the back of the head?
Right.
This
Right,
isn't my
wrong,
first rodeo.
wrong,
You
right.
you know.
What direction would you suggest?
He's just like looks around, licks his finger, and sticks it in the air, and goes
Yes.
that way.
Just points up.
Oh!
No, he points towards further down the tunnel.
I guess we're going further down the tunnel, lads.
I'll lead the way.
Well, you see him like grab out a thing from his bag, like his archaeology bag, and you don't actually know what this contraption is. It looks like a helmet, but on the front it has like a weird bit of glass, and he flicks it on, and a beam of light comes out from the top as he puts it on his head.
Find a step.
So, we moving along?
I would like to see if I can make a makeshift torch.
Okay.
Wait! My sword's glowing from the ectoplasm.
Indeed it
whip
is.
out all exciting like.
You whip it. No, wait. Yeah. Why am I trying to make a makeshift torch? I just turn on my light source.
And it lights up a small 10 by 10 radius.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is to check if my sword still has light on it.
Yep, it
Oh
does.
my god! In the up!
It turns out that the ectoplasm is quite vibrant and
Potent.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, it didn't come with me though. But that's fine.
Um, 1 second.
Well, if I draw it, I can just highlight the whole thing and drag it with me.
Oh yeah, go on then.
If someone gets rid of that. Whoa!
What?
I just saw someone do a flip on the ceiling.
Do a flip. God.
Alright, guys, then.
So you start making your way down the tunnel, and it's just like
You
pretty
coming,
much.
Drovus?
He's gone out for a bit.
Hey, crew.
Crow just flies along.
We'll just leave Drovus here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Sorry, the glow on my sword doesn't want to behave the whole time.
Come on, Dale. You can't just leave halfway through.
Down this really horrible looking step.
Yeah, he doesn't even tell us. Oh shit.
I sit down on the step, playing with my glowing sword. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool.
Right, where is it? Give me a second.
How come this is better? Is someone playing cards now?
Right, who's up for a game of poker while we wait?
Yeah. Right,
Right.
just draw 2 cards.
I sit on here.
I draw 2 cards.
Did Dale not even tell us how he
Did I
left?
draw 2?
You just click on it and click draw.
He even muted himself.
What's up?
Oh, Dale left.
Oh.
Didn't even tell us.
Oh, he went to go and get food, didn't he?
No.
He said, "Oh, I'm going to go get some food." No, can't wait any longer.
What?
Yeah.
2:45.
I think it was him.
Yeah.
That would have been quite the time ago.
Boop.
Oh, hello.
Roy
Correct.
wants to steal this card from your hand.
How about no?
No.
Roll a d20.
No.
Roy wants to steal your other card from your hand.
Then you
Yeah,
just
go on
hit,
then.
you just hear Crow say,
Everyone get, what's it? No, fuck off! 6 cards in your hand.
Oh, they do. 6 cards.
Yeah, so you have 6 in total.
So I'm back.
"Hello, where did you go?"
I was just making some toast.
Oh, you did go get
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, I'm starving. I need
Stop
to.
stealing my cards.
It's like 2:45.
It's alright, it's prime time.
Yeah, and this is only my second meal today.
Why have you not eaten?
Tell you what, I've eaten gone off chicken and
Sleep for half the day,
mussels
like,
today.
Dinner come breakfast, and then
My ass is volatile.
Oh,
I continue to spread my chocolate on my toast.
Brad, roll a d20 survival.
I don't think I'll be able to. I'll just rupture.
wait, well, that sounds like a very familiar
Did I
thing that we
win?
discussed.
No. Yeah,
Well,
but
Right, Dale's back now. We've all shown how we don't know how to play cards.
You
I was
don't
going to get us to play Go Fish.
Who plays Go Fish?
know.
Well, Todd, yeah.
I like Go Fish.
You're a fish.
Yeah, it reminds me of Blinky.
Dale goes, "You talk about my fish." I'll fucking hear that guy when Right, come on, Dale. Dale, one more one, and you win the game.
Yeah, legit.
You win the game of life.
You know, just for the same RP, I'm a struggle to get up slowly and cautiously.
After
Not
smacking your
like what
face
you did.
against the floor.
Rolls 1, just trips, falls, dies.
Jesus Christ. So yeah. So as you guys progress through the
I was still crawling.
Oh my god, the further we go, the more stylized it gets.
There's a guy there.
That's amazing.
And radioactive.
yeah, like I said, the electric in the air kind of gets more intense as the closer into the the further into the city that you get.
Okay.
Your skin even starts to feel like it's almost burning a little.
Yeah.
What is this magic?
Yeah, mine don't.
Can everybody make a Constitution saving throw?
If it's electric, am
Bye
I okay
now.
because of my resistance to it?
Hi, Dale.
Nope.
You're covered in metal.
Shiza.
Did I take my 1 damage off earlier?
Bye, James.
Just because I said it feels like electric doesn't make it electric.
Okay. Well,
Well,
but
let's
we don't know the concept of what electric is.
did you say dex? Sorry. Or cons?
Constitution
Constitution.
saving.
Okay, okay.
You're hopeful, aren't you,
Wait,
James?
that's 5, wasn't it?
Cons higher than dex, so actually I'll be hoping more for cons.
Ending.
Okay, so everybody but JJ.
Yay!
And actually, let me see how everybody else does on the other thing.
What's my health?
Wow. Okay. Those poor people definitely not. Yeah. No.
They
Yeah.
all get fucked.
Oh no.
They all implode.
Oh, let's see what 666 gets us.
Nothing ever good.
Okay. Okay. And then.
I'm worried for everyone involved.
Max, this Reese's Pieces chocolate. Is also
Reese's
One.
Pieces.
And 1d6. 2. So, the one of the people from the group,
Mm-hmm.
It's a very
as they stop, you feel and hear the person's presence in your mind, and you pretty much hear everything that they're thinking.
Who killed my bagpipes?
I'm coming to rape you.
So
other people.
this one of the guys, one of my guys.
No, it's one of the archaeology teams.
Okay.
And they start to scream and get to their knees as their like eyes and nose begin to bleed.
Oh god.
So just a Thursday night out, yeah?
And let's see what JJ gets.
Wait, what?
343. You get Halo.
Rico is back!
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. JJ,
Yeah?
you get this.
Like, you messaging me this.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you won.
The way you're saying, I don't know whether it's gonna be something good or something shit. Oh, like, shit, I mean, like, something that's like, really hurt.
A hindrance.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm on 9 health.
Okay,
Okay.
that's cool. I'd love rolling d20s to work out how much damage I took, though.
Everybody starts to see sort of like a glimmer off your skin as it starts to reflect the light in the air.
Goodbye, JJ. Nice knowing you.
And JJ, where you
Oh,
originally
dear.
used to feel the tingle in the air, you don't feel it anymore.
Yay!
You don't feel anything.
Oh,
Even
oh my god, Twitter. Oh, yay! You don't feel anything.
You don't feel the warmth in the air. You don't even feel the cold in the air.
Oh. I can never enjoy a hot day anymore.
But
What this shit always happened to me?
But as the person who's like broadcasting all their thoughts as they start to have like vicious sort of
Can I drink my health potion?
flashes through their mind, you hear their screams as they like try to call out for help, but
It
they
was such a great idea coming here.
they fall down and die and start convulsing on the floor.
Oh, joy!
So that's
And-
one of the archaeologists down.
Yeah, and you see their skin start to swell and grow pustules.
Some
Guys, am I
Pandora's
gonna be
box
okay?
from Indiana Jones.
What?
Well, that one's
Guys?
dead.
Teenage.
So yeah, what do you guys do then? Obviously.
Well, I vote leave the one that's compulsory and dying, and proceed on.
Okay.
I vote. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the health potion? 2d4 plus.
Okay.
Health potion is
2d4 plus 2. Just
I'm on
making
9.
sure no one else failed that one.
Isn't it 2d6?
No, 2d4. I found out that I was wrong when I said 2d6.
Okay.
Back on that. Yeah, I'm
No, I'll put it back to 4 again.
Mhm.
I was on 9 health, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm 12 now.
So, what do you guys do then? Apart from leave the poor person dying on the floor.
Have a cup of tea.
I thought you said he died.
Yeah, he
What's up?
did. Well,
Oh,
like
he's fine then.
they're still convulsing.
I don't really care. If he's dead, he's dead. If he's dying, we can do something. If he's dead, we can't.
Well, you just see
Lucky
Simon kind of like start to walk off again, trying to like just follow, like run his hands across the train in front of you.
Oh,
Marvellous,
he's okay
no?
from rolling the one.
Yeah, he is. Well, like it was the entire group, so I had to pick one of them.
Okay.
And I chose one of the archaeologists this time because fuck him. He was only a boy though. He was like at least only like 19.
And of course, JD got punished because he also rolled a one.
He didn't roll a one.
Oh, what do you? Oh, wait, was he just unlucky?
Yeah.
He rolled a 11.
I rolled under the minimum.
All right, then let's proceed.
Mhm.
We've got to get out of here with something.
So yeah, once again you hear that like humming sound, and now that the air's a bit open again, like for ages you didn't hear any sort of sound, but then once again you hear the. But it's multiple this time.
I'm safe in a library.
But yeah, as you keep as you keep walking, you eventually reach a place that looks like this.
Hey Max.
Yeah?
With what you said it now does.
Yeah.
I just have this stuck in my head of an imagination of what is sorted.
Okay, 1 second, it's not loading for me.
Oh, so Benetton is still with us, yeah?
What?
Benetton is still with us.
Anything?
Benetton.
Oh, Benetton's still with you.
I'm still with you. I didn't die.
I see. I asked that earlier.
Yeah.
So are we looking at a dead end here?
Yeah, essentially this is where it's all kind of collapsed in.
There's a fucking gun on the train.
Can I do an investigation to see how Benetton's faring?
Yes.
It's my hug buddy. I've got to do that.
Mahogany, mahogany.
You don't know. From
You know
what you
nothing.
can see, he doesn't look any different. Like, if he's not just a bit, like, glistening.
In which case, I tap him on the shoulder.
Okay, you tap him on the shoulder.
Mind world.
He dies.
Are you starting to mind about this time?
No.
Can you roll another Constitution saving throw for me?
Do you mean wisdom?
Nope, this time it's Constitution.
Oh joy!
Okay, you're fine.
Oh, just him. Or...
Yeah, he's fine.
I want to
So
know what's in that beautiful head of yours, Jojo.
Yeah,
Do you want one
you
for
start
myself,
going
or-
through his mind, and you kind of get
Oh,
the
you're
feeling.
the one who took Sorloin's gold.
Back off.
Yeah, and like you pick
Jarvis,
on like
did you say something?
you pick on some information and stuff, but like nothing stands out to you of like what could potentially be wrong with him. It might even just be that he doesn't even know what's wrong with him at this point.
Oh shoot!
Just,
Okay.
just refer back to the picture I sent you, Max.
Yeah, I know, fucking hell.
And like say, oh, forgot about that, and I step back.
Yeah.
From him.
But yeah, you reach this sort of dead end, and Simon's just like, I've never been this far into the city. I thought I might have almost died at this point, but it seems like I picked a very good team.
Give it a minute.
Russian train station.
Give it a minute.
Right, do I see a way out?
Escape.
We
No,
love Crit
you've-
Monsters game.
You find it hard to even see if there's
What have you
like-
done?
anything. What?
No, just what James has fucked us all.
Yeah, you all see nothing. No.
Oh,
What? So James just sees like one tiny
Couple.
speck while we see everything else.
1 second.
James can no longer see light anymore.
He
What
can't-
is light?
What is
Maybe
love?
don't hurt. Don't
Well,
help me.
most people
Now
vision
what?
works on as light enters their eyes and No,
You're
hit bounce
based
off
on
objects and
darkness.
goes into their eyes. Mine's the opposite, and if it does that, it's just darkness.
Well,
Darkness.
you say that, and because you're standing behind Benetton, yeah, you don't see any light at all. It's really strange.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like you
What
even
is
actually
light?
like the ground starts to get like unstable, and you kind of trip.
I was just about to say, at least you didn't take damage from looking around.
Do I
Uh,
trip into him and touch him?
No, you just take 3 damage by smacking your face on the floor.
Great. I don't have a thing to take out for the moment, so I'll just
I'm
do
so
my
sorry.
sheet. You laugh so much after my pain.
I
Good.
know, because usually it's fucking me.
And as some people start to laugh, Crow starts to laugh in their laughter.
That twat
Great.
fell over.
Welcome to London, bitch. So yeah, what else do you guys want to do?
I want
What's
to
the
see.
time of day?
I'm gonna roll perception. I'll show you how it's done, bitches.
Well, it's actually starting to get light again because it's about like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, can I go stand directly in the beam of light?
Yes,
Cool, thank you.
but neither of you notice anything.
Yay!
Wait, what was that, Dale?
Yeah, perception.
Yep, -1 in perception.
Yep.
Well,
Knocks
we
inwards.
wouldn't even think you have +2, James. You rolled a 1.
But,
Yeah, well,
but my dark vision allows me to see better. In light.
boy.
Jesus Christ! Hey, look, let's see if Crow can see anything.
Yeah,
This is
definitely. Except Crow's going to use. Okay, never mind then. I was going to say Crow can use that sight thing.
What, true
What do
sight?
True sight.
you see with your crow eyes?
True sight just allows him to see for 30 miles. Not 30 miles, 30 feet.
Yeah. In any
Isn't
dark level,
true
right?
sight you can
Light
see
level, right?
invisible creatures?
I don't know. It didn't say. Huh?
Or was that blind sight?
True sight. I don't know. I've never seen true sight
I
before.
thought it was in darkness, like, or whatever the true sight is.
In blackest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight.
The best, perfect vision.
Here we go.
On that.
In D&D Wiki 5e SRD True Sight,
Mhm.
you can see normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects,
Oh shit! He's got.
automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them.
Oh shit!
Alright, well, did
Perceive
Crow
true
the
see
sight.
new
anything
form
of that?
of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic.
True sight's great.
Yeah, true sight's like a level 14 ability for
Shit!
wizards.
Shit! I need to close everything before my computer shuts down.
Why is your computer showing? Oh, it's 3 o'clock
Jesus Christ!
with your strange PC.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ!
did yours reset at 3 o'clock then?
I set it to shut down at 3 o'clock.
Can you not hit cancel?
I can't.
So you're about to go.
No. There's a button that I set up so that it does cancel it, but it doesn't have a cancel button when it starts to shut down.
Ah. Got in the nick of time.
Oh.
Alright, so,
Update about 3-4 o'clock, but not if it's.
okay, so. Did True Sight detect anything, Crow?
No.
No.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Which could be a yes. We never know. Could you elaborate on that? No.
No. Consider it's just
Uh,
like
do I bother?
But with it, you do kind of notice that he points at something with his beak. Like,
Oh, has he got hands?
no.
Oh, I just
That's
used
how
like
they
his
don't
Crypt Keeper claw.
He
No,
did say
he-
with his beak.
Oh,
Hey, don't
what did he
listen to
point
him.
at?
He points out to the top of the train where there seems to be some weird barreled instrument.
I want to go and investigate, please.
Okay.
Can I, what would be acrobatics to get on there?
Athletics, because you're pulling yourself up.
I got athletics.
I have 6 athletics.
I got this. Don't worry. I
No, you
don't
don't.
got this.
You don't have this.
If I get shit, I bump into.
While
Nope.
still pretty blind, I also give it a go.
And yeah, you because you're
saw
already
that.
tall, you kind of get your claws into the right sort of places and climb yourself up. And you grab at this like barreled instrument and pull it down.
How tall are you, James? In this.
Tall enough.
How do I see what my X and Y
Probably like
coordinates are on Minecraft?
F3.
Use
It
F3.
says 6-1 dash whatever that means.
6'1", yeah.
So yeah, you now have this like sniper
not
rifle in your hand,
Well, a bowed instrument.
a barreled instrument.
Fucking hell.
To you, it's just a metal tube, James. It's nothing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just holding it and like, well, this is the thing.
Fuck this shit. I don't need it.
When you lift it up, a hit marker noise goes off.
Just Doritos everywhere.
Strange triangle edible objects fall from.
JJ,
Yeah.
I go up to your character and go, did you detect any sort of magical signs off of this device?
Wait, hold on. Let me check if I got any spells left.
Crow would have seen it, no?
Well, Crow did, but Crow's a bit
See, in
hard
this
to get
day,
information out of.
short rest, used the heroism, but then it's minor illusion.
True.
So yeah, I literally have one spell left. Shit. Okay, I will detect magic. No, I did use detect magic. I used it when we were in the city. Yeah, I have no spells. Bye.
Christ.
Investigation roll.
Who's got good investigation? Oh, I
Fuck.
I do.
Not me.
Here,
Who are you handing it to?
We do
here,
as well.
Eldon. Have this. I don't know what this is. Do you know what this is?
He
I
knows
know
everything.
exactly what this is.
I know.
Oh my god! Jesus. From your like years working at like this steel mill, you kind of look at the like metal work and yeah, you realise that it is probably similar to like the
Lock and blunderbuss.
yeah, essentially yeah, like the old sort of fashioned rifles that were made,
You get quite giddy because you realise it's some sort of like super version.
and not
It's a
even just that.
boomstick.
You get Simon to look at it and he just goes ecstatic and it's just like, oh,
It's
this
like,
will
it
go.
belongs in the museum. Mine.
I found it.
This belongs in a museum.
This looks exactly like a small hand version of what would be attached to those metal boxes in the museum that we have. Wait.
I tried to Google really quickly the closest.
I hand it over to Eldon and said, "Well, you can surely make the most use out of this."
Really?
Okay.
You're going that OP. Nice.
Sell it.
So yeah, or are you just handing it over to who are you handing it to?
Eldon.
Oh yeah, so you just Eldon. You now mark down that you have a gun. One
A
sec.
gun of sorts.
Rifle.
A rifle of metal.
Some sort of mechanized weapon.
Now let me just look at all the stats they have for the modern day weaponry and
Shit.
okay, here we go. So it could either
Come on,
be
make a fool of me.
a Barrett. Yeah, I'm going to just do a Barrett. But
Why
it's
am I
a
getting gate vibes with this?
gate.
Gay vibes.
Gate.
I don't even know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
It's an anime where there's two worlds. One's fantasy and one's in real life.
Anime. What? Digimon.
Yeah, man. You get me.
That's all I know.
There you go, Rory.
Gee,
I just I sent it to you in Discord.
How I used to think the song went when I was a kid. Digimon Garlic Champions.
Mm.
That's the Italian version.
Garlic.
To make pasta champion.
Pasta, mozzarella.
To save the
garlic.
mozzarella world.
Carbonari.
So yeah, what do you guys do then after you pick that up and?
I try and like see if I can push my way through what seems to be a door.
Yeah. You
It's just a train thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a door, so I try and push my way through.
yeah you boot the door in. Make a strength check.
Sake.
You boot it, but it's not budging. You think that there might be like debris on the other side of the train door.
Can I try and squeeze through the gap in that door?
I asked Jovis if he would help me push the door open.
Why is he called Jovis?
What do you mean?
It's just a play on bread. Bloody Hovis bullshit.
Between us, we make a steak sandwich, so who's complaining?
Hey,
Thanks,
Mr.
Jovis.
Hey, Mr.
Jovis,
Kingsmill,
help me.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, Kingsmill Collection is the best kid in school.
Wait, or do I just allow you to roll twice?
You helped me.
Oh,
You
okay.
assisted.
Wait, did you roll a 9, then an 18, then a 14?
No. Right, okay,
Mine
okay.
was on his
okay.
own. And
You were getting distracted by what was going on. I tried it on my own first, then I asked for Jovis to give me a hand, so I rolled advantage. That's why there was 2.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why Dare rolled, but hey.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Yeah. sorry, my
Okay,
bad.
so
he
we'll
rolled
go.
better, so we can just go with that if you want.
Okay, so you both give it a good old swift kick after the second time, being like,
Technically,
shit.
you're helping me, I can roll for advantage as well.
Yeah, go nuts.
And yeah, you boot the door in, and it pushes past some of the debris that was just on the floor. And yeah, it leads into the dark sort of hallway of the train carts.
So we proceed, team?
Dark.
Of course, let's go. We need to get this back into the museum.
Hang on. I whispered to Eldin, not likely.
So yeah, you start making your way more into the underground sort of system, and you start to hear that humming from earlier, but it's louder than before, and it kind of has like a pulsating sort of sound to it, where it's like. And you find your way into kind of like a facility. You're not
I love facilities.
where you thought it was like a normal train. Well, obviously you wouldn't understand if it was a train station or not before, but the architecture kind of changes from what you've seen, where it kind of seems made for like people traffic, to somewhere a bit more secretive.
Okay.
Where it's broken into one of the walls, it's kind of broken into an underground facility, and you follow some of the like winding paths that it has, and some of the cement sort of structure that it is, until you break into what looks like this.
Oh no,
Oh no, the connection's been disrupted.
it's dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna refresh.
Something's happened on mine.
Yeah, it's. I think everybody's connection's dropped from the server.
Well, I've got a new picture.
Yeah. I'm still here. I just.
That was not what I was expecting, though.
What?
What the?
It's like a slimy sort of pustule cocoon thing on my screen.
It's a big bloogie.
Don't know what you're talking about, Willis. But yeah, you stand at the entrance of this sort of what looks to be some sort of like core that's been grown over and
Okay.
covered in some sort of liquid. and you just
Can
hear
we draw
the,
straws of who wants to poke it?
and you just hear the humming coming from it as of.
Oh, guys, I just found diamond.
Nice.
Person board up.
Can I just
No
roll the check if I can see anything about this?
Yeah,
Bear it back, guys.
perception. I was going to ask the same.
of course.
Oh, scheiße.
You know,
Scheiße.
you
Down
both
here.
know nothing.
What the fuck is it?
Mum? What are you doing out of your slime ball? Anyone else? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, James is gone,
James has gone to the toilet.
and Rory hasn't said anything for almost hours.
Rory's thinking of his next strategy.
Yeah, he's going to do a massive play of all 3 20s in a row and
See if
beat
I
the
can find
game.
anything out about it.
Okay. What do you want to roll?
Investigate.
Sure. Show me
Chips.
potato salad. Nope. This just seems out of your comprehension levels. Like you have no idea what this is. It looks organic, but it also looks like
Orgasmic.
I originally rolled
electronic.
perception to look around. Can I still roll investigation? To...
What's in-game time?
It's about 4 o'clock.
Fucking hell.
I know very little more.
Spent all this time in the fucking library.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
back.
you don't see anything
hello.
that you notice
I
in
can
this.
tell you
facility.
guys, it's dripping with slime.
Give me a second. I'll try investigation.
Oh, you guys didn't get far then.
No. We shit at trying to perceive or investigate.
Yeah, no, this facility is just
It's too high
beyond.
tech.
The electric air messing
Are you
with
guys trying to work out what the
Quickly,
orb is
try
or the
investigate.
facility?
Try and investigate, James.
Try and investigate. Okay.
Please hit one.
Guys, I know a little bit more about this.
No, you don't.
Basically,
You notice that.
can confirm it's a room.
You
Yeah.
you feel like the pipes on the walls as they pump some sort of fluid into the sphere in the middle, and you see that some of the pipes are broken off and are oozing it out onto the ground.
Feeling.
Crow, can you do true sight on this object, please?
Sure. And yeah, he looks at it, and for him, he cocks his head and looks in all different directions with his eyes, and he's just like, "Aye,
No.
nothing magical."
I pet him on the head and say thank you.
He bites your fingers off. You die of blood loss.
Like to use my sling to just fire a little a pebble at it.
Okay.
What, the parrot?
No. Yes. No. At towards the
Object. in
hulking mass of whatever the fuck this is.
Sure.
question. Fuck.
What?
How?
You didn't just touch it with a little pebble, you could have blown it up.
You fling this pebble right into it, and it kind of squishes until you hear this kind of dunk against some sort of hard thing,
Guys, there's something in there.
and the moss and organic mass kind of swallows the rest of the pebble up with it, and it starts to glow a really bright fluorescent greeny yellow. And then the intensity of the humming gets louder and louder as it goes.
Guys, stand back, I got an idea.
It's Marge Simpson.
Lightning breath. I got an idea. Stand back. Lightning breath.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
power it on.
Why have you got a picture of a person holding someone hostage as your background?
Who?
Yeah.
What?
There's a gun There's a dude.
That's a very obscure thing to see.
Yeah.
And that's
It
it.
looks more like this is a head
No,
of
I still
the-
don't even know you drew it.
And this is like the arm all bored up.
Definitely don't see that.
Hey, look,
Like,
this is a gun. Yeah, do you see that?
no, I'm enjoying. That's supposed to be a horn, but it just looks like a dunce cap. Now he's sit in the corner, you twat. Oh, I'm sorry.
I lost all train of thought. What's going on?
Doesn't look much more scary now.
So Max, we'll have to roll to shoot my fucking lightning at it.
It just does a straight line, doesn't it? So you don't even need to like try and hit or anything. You're just looking at it and then shooting electric.
All right,
yeah.
let's see what this does.
Look at roll the damage.
All right, hang on then. Let me just find out exactly what it is again, so I don't fuck up. 2d6. All right.
Done.
Zzz.
Definitely more done.
Yeah. So as it starts to glow, it gets even brighter, and the humming gets louder as you like fill it with electricity, and you start to hear whirring all around in the underground sort of tunnel, of like as everything starts to power back on, and lights start to flicker above you as they get power back
Okay.
again.
I talk to the party and ask whether or not I should continue.
Again.
Is that an ominous?
Simon turns to you and is just like, I don't think we should be meddling with these sort of things. It should be in a museum.
Eldon?
Shut up, Indiana.
We have to cut it free. Can I swing for one of the pipes that connect it?
Sure.
What are you doing, Jovis?
Nothing.
I just turned this thing on. What are you doing, Joseph?
He's doing something that'll get him killed, I reckon.
Okay, a step back, a big step back.
It'd be
A
my-
big step back. So
Oh.
instead of a little step back, which would be like half a meter back, you do a big step back, which would
He steps too far
Big
back and
quarters of a
steps
meter.
off the platform. Ah!
That's one of the pipes on the wall that's feeding it. Yeah.
So you bust it, or are you
But-
asking
wait.
if you're doing it, or
Yeah, no, that's it. No, that's what I'm aiming for. Is that enough to hit it?
you hit it, but it just slightly dents it. It doesn't break it off.
I'm gonna take that as pump more energy into it. Got it. I'll go again. One more burst of energy.
You can only use your breath weapon once a day.
Oh, okay, then I don't do that. I just stare at it and go, oh.
he just blows up. He goes
And I hit
and
the
then just
pump
his
again.
head pops.
I hit the pipe again.
You hit it again, and it dents a little more.
Any other bright ideas, guys?
Try hitting it.
I don't want to hit it.
In case there's any.
Hitting it again.
I can't wait for him to get out one and hit himself.
Looks like you missed this time.
Yeah, you kind of like graze the wall as opposed to hitting the actual pipe.
Well,
One
guys,
jumped out.
I don't think we're getting anywhere with this.
Eldon, would you mind using your great mace and hit that orb for us?
It's not within range of like an axe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I
is
use
it
my
high
sleeve?
I
level?
have a suggestion. Can JJ jump at it?
So far, you've both been using ranged things, so that's how you've hit it so far. But it's like it's a good like 20 like feet in front of you, like, and that's just thin air around it, sort of thing.
I like how Dale's plan was chuck JJ at it, then see if it's got a mind, we'll see what fucking happens.
Either that or touch the pipes that are connecting to it.
Yeah,
I can
do
only
it.
connect with something that's fucking living.
It might be living.
Yeah, the juices that are
touched
running
the
through it
pipe.
might have some sort of effect. I don't know, man. You're the one with
I touched the
pipe.
pipe.
glowing electrical.
It burns his hand.
As you
Well,
guys
the
as you
comics
guys are
still faster.
discussing what to do next, and like Simon starts to get worried, you hear a voice in one of the, like in the distance all around going,
Hello!
Around us.
System start activating. 7% complete.
Oh, it's the teacher from Charlie Brown.
I put out my sword and say, "Come out!
I thought
We
that'd
hear
be.
you! Come out!
I thought that'd be like wah 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 wah.
Show yourself."
Can I touch the
I have another look around with my perception check, which is obviously shit. So GG.
You see nothing.
Damn it.
I
One
will
job now.
Apparently, I've failed at every job ever since we entered this town.
Can I use my
Cool.
sling again?
15%
Do I see
activated.
where? Oh wait, do either one of us see where the really attractive sounding voice is coming from?
You don't see it, but you kind of get the gist of where it's coming from. You see these like dangling sort of
I think Rory understands more than I do.
sound horns. That would be kind of what the closest thing they resemble to you is. And the ones in the room are actually broken off the walls.
Okay, Rory, this is twice that you've had the sort of advanced knowledge of this place. Are you from the future?
Maybe.
Wouldn't it be, are you from the past?
Are you from the past future? Or are you from the future past?
Are you one of these things?
One of these
Are you
things
from the
are not-
fast or are you from the puter?
Puder.
While this
Right.
is all going on, can I just touch the pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Touch the pipe.
You touch the pipe, and you don't
Screening pipes.
feel
Teleporting
anything.
Galaran.
You don't
Guys, it's
sense anything.
It's not alive.
Well, we
Is
tried.
anyone good at making fires? Do you want to set a
Yeah,
fire
just
underneath this thing?
clarity
For a
of
laugh.
this picture, of these little walkway ledges around the side.
Yeah, you've kind of walked into one of them, and it is kind of like, as it suggests, like slanted. You've just happened to walk in through the door where, like it's like kind of been unaffected and it's not broken.
Can
Bit
I
like
shimmy?
just
Can I,
here
can,
in the corner
can I sh-
somewhere.
Yeah,
yeah, can I shimmy around the edge?
yeah. That would be a acrobatics, I guess.
I got this then. In that case, I am,
Pushes,
I'm
pushes
skilled
Jovis
at
to the side.
acrobatics because I can do backflips through doorways.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I suggest to Benetton to shimmy along there.
Jovis.
Oh fuck!
I was gonna do it because I was littler and weighed less. But...
Pushes
You-
them aside and then just goes.
You try to do one of the like flips from Star Wars where they do all the crazy sort of jumps and things. And just like what would happen in real life if you attempted it, you fall all the way down to the bottom of where this machine is.
How much damage do I take? Give it to me, Doc.
You take
You are dead.
1d6.
12d8 damage.
Take
Does
3 damage.
anyone in the
Okay, I'm on
party
full
have
health
some
then.
rope?
I love this.
Does anyone in the party have some rope?
Don't know. You'd have to check your bags.
I do. Oh wait, no.
Empty
I
out
do,
your
but
pockets,
I'm in the
people.
library.
Can I roll to check if there's anything down here since I'm on a totally fucking other level now?
Yes. You feel like your feet are all wet,
Never mind, I know shit.
but you don't see anything. You know it's wet.
That's about it.
Can we have our characters on screen?
It's because I took Dale's fucking roll. I got that one. It was meant for him.
Apparently pasting people onto this doesn't do anything.
Can I shimmy across?
I yell down to him down there and ask if he's alright.
What do you think?
Yes.
Can you feel your
My body.
legs?
Barely.
I can't.
Sounds like a you from Ashley.
He's just gone for
No.
There you go.
I'm
gonna
still
shimmy
alive. I'm just
along the
very
other
badly
levels.
hurt.
JJ didn't try and flip.
JJ, you used up your healing potion already as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I did.
What health you on?
4.
I pass a healing potion to Crow and fly it down to you.
You just drop it. You can just drop it. I'll catch
No,
it.
no, we're not dropping these things
I
because
don't
they're
think
not a lot of money, and if you fail to catch it, it smashes.
I'll catch it. Don't worry.
All right. I guess I do a throw to
I did
JJ.
drink my potion, didn't I? So I'm back to full.
You've thrown it to me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Max, he's thrown a potion to me.
Okay.
You have to both roll to see if he throws it well and see
Wait,
if you catch
are
it.
you sending Crow to give it to him? Or...
Well, I was going to, but JJ suggested that I just throw it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Just gonna
can't.
smash Ron's
So
head.
that would be I guess,
When did JJ
athletics.
flip from
Athletics,
to hit?
even better.
Want to shimmy that way?
So his
Oh.
athletics for catching and your.
What a throw! What
So
a
yeah,
throw!
luckily your 20 compensates for his 10, and like you perfectly
Lands
throw
on
it
his
that
face.
it almost lands right in his mouth, but he catches it.
Right, I fucking used the health potion.
Okay.
What did my shimmy do?
What was that health potion?
Your shimmy. You try and make it across the ledge, and you don't fall, but you feel like the bottom start to like almost give out from under you, and you don't progress any further.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm coming back.
How much does the health potion heal?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Cool.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do then? 30%.
So there's
Complete.
no like way round it then.
Huh?
There's no real way round this thing.
Not without a bit of hassle, obviously. No.
Okay.
Can I short rest?
Can
Yeah,
I
you just sleep for 4 hours.
can I send Crow ahead
I
to
just
see
sit down
if there's a
rather than
pathway
nothing.
ahead?
Ahead where?
Beyond these like ledges.
Okay. He flies off and like starts to look around the building, and from what he can
Go sit and
see,
eat one of my rations.
it's pretty much all the similar sort of walkways. Like the only reason why there's no direct ones here is because they've been broken. And there is a ladder down to where Benetton is.
Well, there you go.
And
ladder?
he comes back to you and just says, "No."
Okay.
Little bitch.
I'm guessing he flew and hovered round the ladder a bit, and then came over to me and said, "No, there's nothing." So I kind of knew that was there.
Pee, pee,
Otherwise, you
pickle,
wouldn't
pee,
have told me that.
pickle, pee, pickle, pee, pickle, pee, param, param.
Benetton, there's a ladder.
Sorry, I can't hear you down here.
There's a ladder.
I don't know.
Can't
what
hear, I'm wearing a
I'm
towel.
saying.
There we go.
40% of systems activated.
Oh shit! Seriously, come out now. Show yourself.
I continue to eat my ration. I'm just sitting.
See,
Don't
what
give
did
him
I
one,
tell
please,
you? I
Uncle.
told you not to mess with this. It needs to be in a museum to be studied, inspected, and understood.
Before I climb up the
Simon,
ladder,
what do you want about? Who is this woman?
would I be within reach of prodding it with my light sword?
What, from the bottom?
Yeah, from the bottom.
Not itself. It's like 20 foot up from you
What
down
about
there.
this thing?
Yeah, there is like a pipe sort of.
Can I slash it with my light sword?
Oh my fucking god, Brad.
Yes.
What?
The shaman entrance to the Legion is one of the funniest cinematics ever.
So I take it,
Why?
roll to hit as usual.
Yeah.
Ooh, pumpy.
Okay, you hit.
Ooh.
Basically. Elemental, okay.
I hit it. Yay.
How much damage you doing?
I am doing all the damage.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you slice through it easily as it just burns in half, and yeah, you just get sprayed with this like fluid that is like weirdly sticky, but also like runs off your skin.
Guys, there's stuff inside it.
It's like a green, mucusy sort of yellowy colour.
What kind of stuff?
He's got this.
It seems green and it's sticky.
It's toffee
Ah.
custard.
And now he's covered.
Does anyone up here know what this stuff is? Investigate.
I'm eating my sandwich still.
What's the wing
Really?
sandwich?
Investigation roll.
I'm gonna
Nope,
have
I don't know what it is.
Investigation, you say?
My character's RP over this. I feel it's futile. So it's up. So I'm having a short rest.
A short rest doesn't work like that.
Oh, it's 4 hours. Short rest.
Yeah, you said like sit down and eat, so I'm gonna do that.
Oh my God,
We
Rory.
can't right now. We've got to get out of here.
Rory,
alright for
you
now.
try to look around to see if you like notice anything like about this fluid and try and remember. And in your thought, you kind of slip and fall down.
Join me, Rory. Join me.
And take.
2 damage.
What about my investigation? Did that do anything?
Oh.
Yeah, I do good investigations, especially now I'm covered in this shit.
From what you remember after reading some of the books that Simon had written, he describes like the same sort of fluid being used for some of the artifacts he had found, and they called it coolant.
Oh, yum.
Taste it.
No, I'm not fucking tasting it. You can come fucking taste it.
Lick it.
Jervis,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do it as a flavour.
I push Jervis.
You're really pushing him over.
I've already sat down nomming, leave me alone.
You just like grab him on by his chest and just like fling him off.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I was gonna say, you're gonna try to, because I'm like, oh what?
I'm just pushing you down the hole with them.
A deck save, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my worst one.
I make a pact with you. If you
Still
win this,
better
I'll
than
jump
his.
down myself. Oh, well.
Leroy!
He gives a push, but he just lean back whilst eating.
I jump down to join him.
You jump down. You don't take any damage though.
Oh, because he actually lands on his feet because he knows what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
I meant to jump down. You fell. Hi guys.
Run, you fools.
Bye.
So
I'm weighing up whether it's worth sitting here for 4 hours eating this.
this liquid seems to be rising.
And it's only on 40%. Whatever I
Why is
heard.
the liquid rising?
No.
Well, it's pouring out of this thing.
Something dropped on my head.
My sandwich and do a calculated jump down then.
Okay.
How do I
But
make
you're
that?
only little, that's like double the height for you.
So make a
Right, James
acrobatics
can
check.
catch me.
Oh, don't make acrobatics.
Will you
Oh, I
catch
guess you could
me?
do advantage if I'm catching him.
Wait, what,
Yeah, but
what
you didn't
check,
have to
sorry?
roll something to make sure you catch him.
Acrobatics.
So I have to roll acrobatics as well to try and catch him.
You'd be a strength to see if you can
Okay.
support his weight.
That's good.
Rolls a
as well.
1, gets crushed.
So 11 on Dale.
Let's see if you can. Yeah, you compensate for his weight. So you kind of get sat to the ground, but it doesn't hurt either of you. It's just the fact that you've now got like goop in your armor.
Wetness.
Oh, well, it's
At least it's coolant.
Yeah, last thing you want is to be drinking it
Isn't coolant like battery acid?
though. No,
Well,
it's,
that's a good thing. Then.
Yeah, still not good for you though. It's poisonous.
It does wonders on your skin.
It
Makes it
does.
see through.
Okay, while I'm down here, I'll do a perception check.
Coolant is usually made of ethylene glycol and propylene glycol and antifreeze.
Well, I didn't know you knew chemistry.
You Googled it.
Good.
I just googled it, I was like, oh, what's actually in... Oh shit, antifreeze. Yay!
Yeah, you notice that there's like
You'll get drunk off it.
I made a big mistake.
a little
Give it a
sort
good
of like
old whiff.
walkway further on.
Give it a lick.
Okay. I call for the others to jump down one by one.
Jump down.
What do you mean we're all down here?
No, we're not all down here.
Right,
They're,
no,
like
I'm not sure.
Simon's
Oh,
not.
right,
and-
yeah.
I'll call for the others.
Yeah.
How smaller?
They all make their way down.
They used the fucking ladder like civilized people.
No,
Right,
they-
the ladder's on the other side though, isn't
They
it?
have to like help each other down because the ladder's all the way over there. So they like get someone to hold them as they drop down.
I need someone to hold me.
And
Yeah, you caught Dale upside down, you're now 69ing.
and as the last guy is about to jump down,
Spider-Man kiss.
you see one of
Oh,
these
fuck that.
What the fuck is that?
grab him from behind and drag him away.
Drag who? Drag
Oh
who?
God, it's Bill Cosby.
Sandwich.
It's one of the guys that you hired.
Oh no! Oh well, eh?
And
what happened?
once again, he makes. One
Someone else
second.
is a bit richer.
That sound.
60 gold split.
Is that split three-way now?
So, yeah.
See,
Is, this, is he dead?
I think it's two
What,
left
the
now,
guy?
Yeah.
You don't know.
So he's just gone.
Yeah, he just got grabbed.
Did we see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing roared out and then grabbed him as he turned around to look at it.
Ah, it's foreshadow.
well, shit.
Just
To
so
the
that-
pathway then.
Hmm?
Let's go through the pathway then.
Yeah, so the pathway is over where Crow was looking.
Okay.
So you kind of walk that way, and you hear from the distance once again. 70% of systems online.
Oh, that's 30%.
Wait, that dragon in Mr. Pandaria area, one that flies around, is
Hmm.
that where you get the mount? Alani, whatever it is.
What are you talking about?
Don't
I
know.
Alright.
believe so.
Rare mob.
So yeah, you see more lights start to flicker online, and the voice keeps going up like percent after percent after percent.
Simon, do you know how these candles are lighting themselves?
Well, we've been trying to find that out, and we've kind of tracked it down to what we're calling electricity. It's similar to lightning, but obviously more manageable.
Oh.
You sound so unamused by this. Oh,
Bottled lightning.
Who gives a fruit?
I make my
Harnessing
own.
lightning.
Yeah, James can breathe it.
Harnessing lightning. How rudimentary.
Rudimentary. Love the confidence in your own natural innate ability.
Nope.
You
Alright.
really can't light a single fire yourself.
On we go then. I
You make me
guess.
Smaller, please.
Hmm?
Hmm?
You make me smaller.
I think we're about to be ported to the next frame anyway.
No, you finally got big. You don't want to make yourself smaller.
Okay, now Jorvis.
And I don't just mean in game.
Hug me.
Fuck you. Oh. These are my giant bears.
Wait, Ollie,
Shimmy
oh,
up
stop
the
moving,
guy.
stop moving. Ollie, I'm almost the size of your beard.
Wait, where is...
Maybe it wants a drink.
I thought I had maps prepared, and they're not there.
No, obviously you didn't then, did you?
Oh.
Hey, Jorvis, do you want the taste of what this liquid is that's stuck on me?
No,
Not really.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way through the facility, and you go through several like winding corridors and find some panels and things that really you have no idea what they're for, with like weird buttons and knobs and levers.
Yeah, no.
I knew someone would give you that.
And eventually you find like an exit through a ladder and start to climb up it, and you end
Okay.
up in a weird sort of desolated church.
Oh.
Ah, freedom.
Churches.
Freedom.
And yeah, you hear from one of the speakers closer by, 100% systems activated. Systems online. And
You're all gonna die. Pew 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 pew.
Can I admire the stonework just for now?
Mhm.
No, you can't.
Nothing of the... That's about how amazed I am with it.
So yeah, you admire the craftsmanship of the stonework of this church, which is, you find finally something familiar to you as opposed to.
Metal and shite.
I am a religious man, apparently, in this.
Do I notice anything out of the ordinary?
Just
mm,
your face.
Nothing
Everyone
really
to the side.
peculiar, apart from maybe some of the statues that have been left intact, or at least mainly intact. They looked of of deities you've never even heard of before.
This
And,
one's got some serious abs, and why is he on the cross?
yeah, essentially that sort of shit.
That's obviously Gruffnut.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I
Gruffnut
miss
is
Ruffnut.
He was
Oh, wait.
immortalized.
It's Slenderman.
Trying to get rid of it. Why won't it let me select my? There we go. I can box select. I know.
Shit, I had so many other pictures and I didn't put them in, so I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's try and get back to the actual scene that we're on then. But yeah, you finally make your way back into the open air, and you realise it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck.
Christ.
See, I've been eating my rations.
Which also reminds me, Ashley.
I'm still in the library, aren't I?
Yep, and your thing goes up by 1.
Oh, really?
Because it's the same
Congratulations.
time as the time that you started.
Hadn't it already gone one night today
No.
when we had the fire?
This was one night.
That was 12 o'clock. You haven't had any sleep.
Fucking tired, man.
Oh, we left. Yeah, that was the first night.
You've
yeah,
spent
no.
7 hours in tunnels.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We found our way out though.
Barely.
And now that you're finally out, everybody else feels the electricity in the air like begin again, and like your skin starts to tingle as you're even deeper into London now.
Kinky.
Can everybody roll a Constitution saving throw apart from JJ?
Okay.
Actually.
Okay, Del.
Nice one, Dale. Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Alright.
And then what about for the
This
other?
is because I've been eating and keeping healthy.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting.
You all die. End of. Game over.
GG, no re.
The delicious irony of it all. Okay.
Oh no.
What's that number?
494.
494.
I feel sorry for whoever that is.
Okay. This is actually quite funny. So that goes to
Like anyone else?
what?
Like a werewolf face.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that okay, yeah. So that's 1.
Zoom in on that.
Okay.
Right, I don't like so much.
So that's 611. Or 661. Yeah, 661. Okay.
Are we each getting one of these by chance then?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
Speak for yourself. I've only had 2.
Ooh, 3.
Someone just took some damage.
No, not damage. Okay,
Someone just got healed for a random amount.
and then
Someone just got like a debuff that's constantly on them for now on.
Someone just rolled a 3.
Well,
Ooh,
yeah. You're
One's
you're
now
right.
died someone else.
what was that one? 371.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
No?
Okay. So, actually something that changes. Okay. Fuck, just highlight it properly. Jesus Christ. So this will be James's.
Jaina versus.
My nan.
Oh, I know who I'm voting for.
Yeah, Jaina. She's an accomplished huntsman. My nan does crossword puzzles and watches Pokemon or something.
Oh, that seemed like a private message. These are always going to be fun.
James, you have
Okay.
died. At this point, you're just a ghost.
What's gravel used for?
What was the first
Grappling.
one?
Flint, I think.
Is that it?
First one was
Because I've got
Traps.
6 stacks of it.
I think you boot it for like traps if you're playing on a public server. Because you can make it drop on top of people.
Okay, and this is your one, Rory.
Cheer up, Rory.
Is this an ability that I now have?
Less of an ability in something that just constantly happens.
It constantly happens.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck!
Is it anything bad?
Well, I wouldn't call it good.
I'll take it as a yes. It's bad.
So yeah, as those two things start to develop inside you,
Oh god.
They
You
got a
see-
parasite.
you start to try and move forward, and one of the people starts to like can't move properly, and their arms start to like stay in just the same positions, and the same with their legs, and they kind of herky-jerky move everywhere as if
God.
their like limbs are made out of almost like concrete.
Turned
Is
into
this
toy
one of the
soldiers.
archaeologists or one of my men?
I think it's just one of the the older archaeologists, apart from Simon.
As if oh fuck, what's it called? Arthritis isn't bad enough,
Oh yeah, essentially it's just arthritis.
but worse.
Yeah.
At least from what you're saying, it sounds like.
Well,
Max,
I'm
that 13's
exaggerating
the
it because
sandwich.
I didn't really know how to explain how like stiff
are rays
joints
from
would
the
have
sky.
been. So yeah, what?
That 13's the sandwich.
Ooh, the perfect sandwich. What? Because you met up with her again.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much residency at this point.
Oh shit! I don't want to move that.
Who's a motherfucking wizard?
I am a motherfucker. You spoiled my joke, damn you.
I love the fact that Dale has been the only one that's been surviving these Constitution savings.
You shouldn't know, they're fun.
I was just gonna say, where's my special stuff?
You need to fail.
Yeah.
I've only
Honestly,
got
I
two,
think
bitch.
JJ's only got the good one.
What do you mean? I got 2.
You got 2 good ones.
He hasn't used it at all. He's been poking people with it just to find out things, but hasn't done anything about it.
I know.
The main thing that it does is make people stronger, and he doesn't do it.
I know. I haven't had a chance to really.
Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm feeling quite painful at the moment.
Shut up.
Somebody rub his tummy for him.
What
I can't.
was that? What was that?
Don't worry about it. It'll come up later when I get hit in the face.
Okay.
Have you got like a possessed frying pan in your pocket?
You'll see. It's going to be a good laugh. So
Oh,
we proceed then.
it's already a good laugh for me. I fucking love this.
Wait, Max.
Yeah.
If we're in a church, is there like a partially remains of a stained glass window?
Yeah.
Is there a light beam hitting through it and onto the ground?
Yeah.
Can I walk into the light beam?
Yes.
Yay!
You stand in this light beam, and
And
everybody
die.
sees you sparkle.
I'm glory.
Is that your special
Twilight
power?
vampire.
Praise the light. Praise the sun.
I'll
Praise
do the
the
fucking
cinder.
praise the light emote.
Praise the cinder.
I fucking love how you're all just taking your abilities and being like, oh, okay.
Actually, no, the second one really does help, like, just a minute ago.
I guess.
Mine's fucking stupid. And you're gonna love it when you. Oh, just wait.
If you think yours is stupid, you should have seen Rory's.
Oh god, what's he got?
Well, considering one of them was to give someone stiff joints, what do you?
Oh
think?
shit, it could be anything. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
you feeling okay, buddy?
Probably not. Not after what he got.
Alright, well, I start walking off ahead.
Yeah.
Right, I'm rolling for perception because there's obviously shit going on around. Oh, for fuck's sake! How many
Nice.
zeros can one man roll?
No,
I don't know,
usually
but you
you
are
get a
sig-
1. You rolled a 0.
Again.
So-
Again.
-1.
You try and look around to see what is going on, and you trip on some of the rubble and take.
No, I feel like
3
as a
damage.
bit of awareness of what's going on with these guys, I shouldn't keep falling over. Tripping. I should just never be told their secrets. Ever.
I know, but you have to have some sort of punishment for your one.
I should be really blind.
Oh my god! But yeah, you finally make your way out of the church. I love this edition.
And it's the full 1d3 as well.
You know what? You roll max when you don't want it to roll max.
But yeah, you finally reach sort of like the inner parts of the city, and you come across what has probably been the closest recording of the crater, where you are literally standing it right outside it.
We got that close. No wonder we're this fucked.
Correct.
And here you feel the pulsing of like.
Oh, fuck off.
Whole last area, everyone got special abilities and I fell over.
Well, I was just about to say you've
don't
gotten
want
so
mine.
close to the hole at this point that you feel like your skin start to burn.
Oh, you've all been mutated.
And I want everybody to roll Constitution saving throws at disadvantage.
Even me?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh no, not you, because you're
Yeah,
thing
bitch.
at disadvantage.
So 2, and then we take the lowest one.
Well, yeah, fuck it anyway. You still don't get affected by it. You're just the most resilient dwarf.
Warriors.
I've taken more damage by walking into things, tripping over things, and trying to climb things than I have anything else in the game.
Hashtag boggered.
Hashtag would be fun for
Okay,
not there.
James.
In the
La, 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 la.
the two mutation clubs.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Rory's getting another one. I'm getting another one.
And then how's everybody else doing?
Rory's crit.
Yeah, they're taking another one as well. Rory.
Join me, brothers.
Rory, you get 3
What?
because you rolled a crit one.
Oh no.
Wait,
And
Rory was-
also,
He did roll a 1.
he also takes damage as well. You take 1 damage from radiant. So
I like we're all like changing before his eyes. They're just watching shit going on. He's just like,
Or
what
he's
the
gonna
fuck's
come out
happening?
of this with like 5 arms, the ability to teleport,
okay, so that's that one.
and constipation.
That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. So first 2 are Rory's, regardless of what they are. Okay, so 9, 4, 1, 4.
This
Ooh.
is fun.
Oh, okay. That's not bad actually.
And this is this under my floor. That thing you just gave me, Max.
Mhm.
It's definitely in my floors box.
Oh, okay, that's actually really good for you. And then
Oh wait, I'm gonna pick up another thing, aren't I? Because of my shitty roll.
Join
yeah.
me, brother.
Oh no! I don't want any more things.
I've had this since before we left the fucking town. You can come and join me.
Oh no!
Okay, so Rory, this is your first new edition.
I don't want anything else. I'm gonna have to have a whole segment on my like sheet somewhere for fucking shitty defects. Character backstory. Fuck it. It's been changed to shitty defects section.
Okay, so let me see if I can. So wait, what did I roll
Up.
for Rory's?
Oh, you're gonna have a great time in a bit.
2 sets, guys.
Okay.
Rory's got more than I do now. You are now God, Rory.
Coming here was a good idea. We have become gods, right?
Right.
Left.
If you call having stiff joints gods, you just
Which
got-
one came with stiff joints? Has Rory got stiff joints?
No, it was-
archaeologist.
Oh,
I think he got off lightly.
is that permanent?
Yeah,
So he's buggered.
that's your first one, Rory.
What, you think these are only, like, semi gonna happen and they can wear off? No, we're buggered, mate.
Okay.
Probably get
This
with
one's gonna.
magic
I'm
or
gonna
something,
live on
but-
my own.
Remember-
843.
They're essentially tumors. We got fucking tumors, man.
I'm gonna have to live on my own, JJ.
They can't be that bad.
Okay.
Oh wow, Rory got really lucky with these.
Oh, so he joined me in the good mutation club.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, it's 2 down, 10 more to go.
Can we just try and make
I
sure that
imagine
they'll
some
get...
of these just kill you, right?
Oh, they can do.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
So we're dodging bullets.
Nice.
Did I say you got 3, Rory? Yeah.
Oh god.
Three
I
more.
think it's a 2.
Or 3 total now.
3. Oh no, it was just 2. 2 extra, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it?
I think you went
you-
3 total, right?
3 more, I think you said.
No, yeah, I've rolled the amount that I needed, so I'm not going crazy. This is James's.
Oh no. I don't want any more defects.
Oh, plus 4, he takes 1 damage, yeah.
Out of
Yeah, I
0,
took that.
out of 1 to 10,
Took
how
that
good is his ability?
Who's?
6.
I'm not even gonna bother to ask or try and find out this time.
James's isn't actually that bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably about 5.
I can't wait now to see what it is. And then I'm gonna jump into this pit.
What, and die?
Who knows?
Just end it all.
I might just go to the future, past.
Future past.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the past present.
But mixed with a little bit of future present.
Here we go. Oh. Oh.
What? It's like you got turned on halfway through there. Ah! Rather enjoyed that.
He has a fear fetish.
Correct.
Oh, something good. He's laughing. But is that a laugh out of pity or actual
Pity.
enjoyment?
Why?
It's pity, yay!
Why is this a thing?
How bad is it, Max?
Can
Sorry.
I,
No, it's alright. It's just like, why?
can I roll to check if I can notice what's fucking happened to either of
Wait,
them?
how many limbs of the body are there?
How many what?
Limbs.
Leg, arm, and technically some people say the head is a limb.
Would
head
the
does
torso also count?
No.
Yeah, you got 5
Limb is
limbs.
everything off the.
It does say it includes
Torso.
torso, so I'm gonna do that.
If it says it, include it.
It's apparently different defined as a jointed appendage, so legs and arms.
Did we just turn up to this place to get superpowers? I'm starting to think we turned up to this place for the chance to get superpowers.
Why am I not here?
Apparently, it's just a big glorified picnic for me.
Wait, is this why the professor has like lost his marbles? Has he got something too?
Oh shit.
Some next level stuff right
the
there.
guy-
boys.
the guy who had-
before.
The guy who had stiff joints before suddenly grows a miniature body of his own body on his face.
Wait, what?
Fuck that!
He collapses to the floor as he can't breathe anymore.
Wait, can I try and slice the small body off of his face?
Max.
Yeah. You can try to slice it off his face.
Can't take it.
You cut it off, but you just hear screaming under the fact that you're pulling off what is just a miniature version of his body off his face. Like, the second you start cutting it all the way off, you see him, like, squirm as it, like, hurts him. And
Wait,
then the
so
second
I'm
you
just
get
gonna
to the...
swing my great axe just straight through.
Oh, okay, you just...
Hey, I just realised something. Is Crow completely unaffected by all this?
Yes.
You fucking bitch.
Apparently so am I.
You need to fail on a constitution roll, man. Come join us for superpowers.
Well, I love the fact that there's
never
no...
get
I
roll
love the
around
fact that
the
he
top
just
twice,
cut
you get
off a guy's
superpowers.
face so that he could...
I want to leave
Have him.
before I come out of this place completely
Very
destroyed.
quickly. You know how we're getting superpowers? Dale will fucking roll in toxic waste and get fucking leukemia.
Whose face?
What?
Yeah, not even part of that. Just trip over trying to look for something. I
Okay,
just so
okay,
stupid. Like, oh, that's something.
Max, I would like to peer over the edge and see what I can see.
Wait, does this kill? Wait, I know whose face is it. Who the former face then?
What?
I'd like to peer over the edge and see what I can see. Almost rolls a 1.
Wow. Yeah, the floor begins to creak underneath your feet, and yeah, it kind of gets too close for your liking. But from where you are, you can see a massive sort of like obliterated ground that's been made almost like crystal smooth.
I see. So even though it was such a low thing, it's so massive that I couldn't help but see it.
Oh yeah, like you can't even see the other side of it. It's just such a massive distance.
Anyone got like a item that we can throw down there to see what happens?
I can use my sling.
Cool.
So I just throw a rock in there with a sling.
See what
But,
happens.
Dale, what did you want to do?
Hmm?
What did you want to do with the guy's face?
Well,
Lop it off.
yeah, whoever's just suddenly like keeling over in agony, and there's just this thing growing on his face. I was gonna cut it off.
Okay, you cut off his face. I don't know what else you expected. He's pretty much dead now.
Oh, that happened.
Like,
I got an
How did
idea.
that happen?
Let's push the body in.
because you chopped off the miniature version of his body off his face.
So his normal face should be behind it. It should be fine.
No,
Oh, wait,
it's
does that
That's
mean
not
the
anatomy
face
works.
his face.
became a miniature body?
Max, I pushed the body in. Was that enough?
Yes, I guess. Wha-
Can I,
Right,
can I
let's see
give him
what
a little
happens.
hand?
You see his like body start to roll like limply into the not even to the center, because the center of the crater is miles away.
Wait, so like, if this is a person's
Stop
face
seeing people.
on his, then like my axe would kind of come down like, and then
No, think of it more.
This little guy just falls off, whereas he just gets a little blood mark there. You know, everything's fine. I'm a doctor.
No, think of it as like his face is now that
Alright.
little guy.
Dale, I'm just saying, regardless of that fact, I have just pushed him into the abyss.
Yeah.
Whoops.
What, the whole person's dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Uh,
like at first you don't hear any sound until it suddenly goes as he like rolls slowly into them, and someone's just like, "Well, I'm interested in finding what happens." And the two guys who wait, is it two guys that's left?
I've got 3.
Yeah, the 3 guys kind of go, "Oh my god!" His face just became a body.
At least now he has somebody to go with.
Can I check if I can notice anything wrong with the other 2?
Oh god, you can try.
Will that be insight or investigation?
Insight would be their like motives. Investigation would be anything about them.
So investigation.
Yeah,
people.
you can see that there's nothing particularly wrong with them. They seem okay from considering what you've just seen. Like they don't have faces turning into people.
Okay. That's
But-
good to know.
But the body in the hole suddenly starts to erupt like pustules and like extra flesh.
No, God.
Is it like Is it like the sort of thing from Dead Space?
Or necromorphs.
Kind of. I've got a picture for what it's turning in, what he's
Of
turning
course
into.
you do.
Just give me a second to load it in.
Shoot the limbs.
Done it.
But you hear these massive sort of like bloating sounds as it goes, as it like squeezes out these like new sort of orifices and limbs.
Ooh.
Oh god. Oh.
turns into-
James's mother was in the game.
What did we do to it?
And yeah, it just kind of looks down, like up at you from where it originally was, and goes.
Oh, it's alive down there?
Spit on it and run away.
At least it can't climb up, I suppose.
But yeah, he's like 2 or 3 times bigger than he was originally. Like just looking at you and slowly like making its way over, trying to get back to you.
I say we go.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
vote
idea.
go.
Go.
I vote kick him from the party.
What, the bloating thing?
Yep,
We
cool
must
vote.
go.
And everybody, like the guys that you were with, just scream and are just like, "I want to fucking go home. This place has been a fucking nightmare."
Yeah, I want to go.
Go.
Alright, Crow? Crow? Wait, where's Crow?
Later, bitches.
Crow! Okay.
No,
Crow-
Crow's
Crow,
just like
c- c-
circling above. He was
Crow,
getting
can
ready
you
to
see-
poke at the body, trying to eat it, and then obviously noticed that it started bloating and shitting out limbs.
Alright, Crow. I've asked a lot for you today. However, I want to ask, can you see a way of getting out of this, like, area?
What do you think my answer is going to be?
No.
And he like gets his little paws and like taps them on like the floor. Come on, you know, as he like leans
No.
his head like closer to you.
You're gonna say no.
What a little shit.
Now I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah! Crow, I do like you, and I rub him on the head again.
He bites your hand off.
No,
One, he's probably only like finger size. Like you would only be able to bite off a finger. And 2.
Yeah, he bites his hand off in many, many bites.
But yeah, he starts to like circle around you guys, and he's just like this way, and starts.
Okay, guys. I know this has been a day and a half. This fellow Crow.
Follow me, bitches.
What the fuck? Recap, I didn't take the bottom vocal.
Huh?
So I just disappeared for a bit. And
Oh, didn't realise. I thought you were just being quiet.
Important phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He was calling at this ungodly hour.
That's the important part. It's alright. What? Just quick recap. Who the fuck is this thing?
That's the dead body.
But do you know that guy that we threw down there?
That you threw down there. What did you bring up on us?
We're running away.
Oh, then I run too.
Retreat! Retreat!
Okay, Crow says to go this way.
So yeah, he flies off in a direction. You follow after him, and you end up eventually having to. Shit! Come on, where is it?
Eventually having to shit.
Eventually having to shit.
Knew it.
Where is it? Oh no, I've already got that one. Fuck's sake! Every time. Yeah. Eventually, you have to run into a place. Fuck. Where is it? Which one? Oh, right. Is that one?
On the plus side, I found what literally just we decided to do.
What?
Oh, that general chat. There we go.
You'll make your way through this sort of like area.
Why has it just done that? See.
What is it?
Run away! Run away! All right. I'm assuming Crow's still showing us the way out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to essentially that's kind of like what
Okay,
you're
GG.
wading through right now. You're wading through like lots of water and just essentially trying to make your way through the city again. He takes you past like some of the overground things as opposed to trying to return back to the underground where the fucking things were that you saw.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. And let's have a look. What is this picture? I can't see it.
It's
Run away! There we go. Throw on our characters. I guess I could. I'm not sure what you're going to be seeing.
How deep is the water?
It's probably like up to your waist. You're like, you've had to have gotten rid of a lot of the stuff that you thought you
Know what time it is?
What?
So completely
It's
covering
time
me.
to swim!
It's time to swim.
Why did you want to swim so badly?
I like swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Who was our tallest person? It was James, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sort of wading.
Can I climb on his back? Because
Yeah,
I'll
if he
carry you.
allows you to.
Just a strength check, I guess.
I'll carry you.
Oh fuck! I did have it. Bollocks.
Whoops. Ignore that. It's just meant to be 40, not 45. It's meant to be 4, not 45.
what?
Okay.
So you rolled a 6.
Yeah. You got a 6, mate.
You literally rolled the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
That's beautiful. That's exactly what you would think would happen.
Mm-hmm.
True, yeah, we're both wearing armor.
Oh yeah, I just realised. So yeah, if Dale was actually to try and walk through this, he would have to be like on his
He'd be
tiptoes.
drowning.
Yeah, it'd be up to his like chin.
Swimming, yeah, just like push swimming, like tiptoes.
But
Get me
yeah,
along.
you
I tried to climb on you. You didn't.
Are you still recording, Max?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can I like show off my amazing swimming skills around the people just to make them all jealous and wet?
okay. Actually, now that you bring it up, do you
Jealous
mind
and
if
wet.
I quickly just stop recording so that it breaks it up easier? 'Cause I
What,
won't-
stop and start?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
3, 2, 1, stop.